If they leeching through the piece, if I don't need them by me, I could turn this whole party to a private lobby.
You know my body, I've been waiting on you, girl, I'm in the lobby. Double pipe exhaust, I'm swerving with you riding shotty. And I could do anything when I got you right beside me. I could turn this whole party to a private lobby. I cop a pump cause of Corona, I could bring the shotty. If they leech and throw the piece, if I don't need them by me. And you gotta have the knowledge to come be my Bonnie. Girl, just keep it sloppy, yeah.
Shorty the life of the party, I scooped up right in front of the lobby. When we link up, we don't ever tell nobody. She said I ain't freaky, I told her come try me. Let me help you take off them Fenties. She don't do 50, she giving me hickeys. And that's when shit get a little bit tricky. I can see in your eyes you feeling real lusty. Yeah, you be running game on these lame niggas, but you know my body, I will never play with you. I'm just trying to get my point across so you can see I'm different. Cause I am not the same way as these other niggas. Yeah, girl, you bad, not a savage. Show you that one time I had to have it. That thing was poking, can I grab it? She made it disappear like it's magic.
You know my body, I've been waiting on you, girl, I'm in the lobby. Double pipe exhaust, I'm swerving with you riding shotty. And I could do anything when I got you right beside me. I could turn this whole party to a private lobby. I cop a pump cause of Corona, I could bring the shotty. If they leech and throw the piece, if I don't need them by me. And you gotta have the knowledge to come be my Bonnie. Girl, just keep it sloppy, yeah.
If they leeching through the piece, if I don't need them by me, I could turn this whole party to a private lobby. If they leeching through the piece, if I don't need them by me, I could turn this whole party to a private lobby.
You know my body, I've been waiting on you, girl, I'm in the lobby. Double pipe exhaust, I'm swerving with you riding shotty. And I could do anything when I got you right beside me. I could turn this whole party to a private lobby. I cop a pump cause of Corona, I could bring the shotty. If they leech and throw the piece, if I don't need them by me. And you gotta have the knowledge to come be my Bonnie. Girl, just keep it sloppy, yeah.
Shorty the life of the party, I scooped up right in front of the lobby. When we link up, we don't ever tell nobody. She said I ain't freaky, I told her come try me. Let me help you take off them Fenties. She don't do 50, she giving me hickeys. And that's when shit get a little bit tricky. I can see in your eyes you feeling real lusty. Yeah, you be running game on these lame niggas, but you know my body, I will never play with you. I'm just trying to get my point across so you can see I'm different. Cause I am not the same way as these other niggas. Yeah, girl, you bad, not a savage. Show you that one time I had to have it. That thing was poking, can I grab it? She made it disappear like it's magic.
You know my body, I've been waiting on you, girl, I'm in the lobby. Double pipe exhaust, I'm swerving with you riding shotty. And I could do anything when I got you right beside me. I could turn this whole party to a private lobby. I cop a pump cause of Corona, I could bring the shotty. If they leech and throw the piece, if I don't need them by me. And you gotta have the knowledge to come be my Bonnie. Girl, just keep it sloppy, yeah.
If they leeching through the piece, if I don't need them by me, I could turn this whole party to a private lobby. If they leeching through the piece, if I don't need them by me, I could turn this whole party to a private lobby.
You know my body. I've been waiting on you, girl. I'm in the lobby. Double pipe exhaust, I'm swerving with you, riding shoddy. And I could do anything when I got you right beside me. I could turn this whole party to a private lobby. I cop a pump cause of Corona, I could bring the shotty. If they leech and throw the piece up, I don't need a Bonnie. And you gotta have the knowledge to come be my Bonnie. Girl, just keep it sloppy, yeah.
Shorty the life at a party. I scooped up right in front of the lobby. When we link up, we don't ever tell nobody. She said I ain't freaky, I told her come try me. Let me help you take off them Fenties. She don't do 50, she giving me hickeys. And that's when shit get a little bit tricky. I can see in your eyes you feeling real lusty. Yeah, you be running game on these lame niggas, but you know my body, I will never play with you. I'm just trying to get my point across so you can see I'm different, cause I am not the same way as these other niggas. Yeah, girl, you bad, not a savage. Saw you that one time I had to have it. That thing was poking, can I grab it? She made it disappear like it's magic.
You know my body. I've been waiting on you, girl. I'm in the lobby. Double pipe exhaust, I'm swerving with you, riding shoddy. And I could do anything when I got you right beside me. I could turn this whole party to a private lobby. I cop a pump cause of Corona, I could bring the shotty. If they leech and throw the piece up, I don't need a Bonnie. And you gotta have the knowledge to come be my Bonnie. Girl, just keep it sloppy, yeah.
Check.
Listen to the piece up, I don't need them by me.
Yo.
I could turn this whole party to a private lobby.
Lights, camera, action, gentlemen. Lights, camera, action.
It's about that time.
It's about that time. All right, man. So what's going on, everybody? You know where we at, man. That's a Fact Podcast. You know, the livest podcast. You know, we here, man. We took a week off by accident. We not gonna talk about that too much.
Yeah,
but we, you know, our favorite co-host is here. It's me, you know, Beeb, Say, of course, and we got Aura back. You know, he was missing last week. We're not gonna talk about that either, cause. My man's is still on, you know, he's still on talk about. But we got a special guest here too. I'm gonna let say what you want.
Yeah, man, we got a good brother of mine. I mean, Khalifa Forbes here. He done played at Curtis. He done played everywhere else he could play. You know, football we talking about. He do coach now at Tottenville on Staten Island.
That's why
he done been through the turmoil, the trials and tribulations of life that we all have been through, you know. And I mean, if you want to say anything, by all means, he can.
Yeah, just briefly, a little backstory. Like he said, I played at Curtis. I ended up walking on that South Carolina State, earned everything that I got. Things didn't pan out how I was supposed to. We'll get into that later. Ended up coming back, and it was just like I always wanted to, in regards to playing, I always wanted a coach who could relate. So the easiest, that was the spin for me. It was a smooth transition. It was seamless to being one of those guys that the players that obviously look like myself, but outside of that, just being younger, you know. Most of the coaches I've ever been around, it was a massive gap, you know. Like, I'm still connected with the time, so coaching is just, it's easy. It's easy,
man, that's dope, man. Let's get a round of applause for my boy real quick, man. That's what we aim for, though, is trying to do big things, you know, give back as much as we can, you know, do what we can do, right?
Sure.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, anything else? How everybody week go, man? What's going on? What's new, B? Talk to me nice, my boy.
We already know life is still kicking ass right now.
I knew it was coming, bro.
We here, man. Here to
another.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My son ain't take his shit off in like 3 months. No, I'm not taking that off.
See the Kofi stage.
Do you ever ask a king to take his crown off?
Never.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Yo, Danny, that's your clip right there, my boy.
Yeah, come on.
But yeah, man, what's going on? So say how your week been, my boy? Shit cool.
Yeah. It's been cool. Week. I mean, picked up some new shit. Went to the movies earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Watched a good movie that
I don't even want to talk to this
Steve
nigga
don't
Dean,
like,
bro.
but we gonna.
Wow. We gonna get to that, bro. Don't worry. What about you, bro? How your week been, bro?
For me, it's really been fulfilling.
Okay, tell us a little more about that.
Just this past Friday, my lady snatched us preseason tickets. I'm a Patriots fan. Big
Look, let's get a round of applause for the real women in the world that take care of their king, man.
For real, man.
Round of
let's
a
do
fucking
that.
applause, man.
I'm a big time Patriots fan. My lady know that.
Okay,
You
okay.
know that.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah, I know that.
Been
Okay.
a Patriots fan for as long as I can remember. Never been to Gillette Stadium. Never.
That's rough.
Simple,
That's fire.
easy way out. I go right to the Giant Stadium.
To see them,
See
yeah.
them versus the Jets.
So she
They
got
play
you
twice a
tickets
year,
over
one
there.
home, one away. So
Okay,
I go to the Jets,
okay. That's
so,
fire,
yeah, she
man.
snatched tickets. We took that road trip. I love driving. I love being on the road. So that was refreshing.
So I'm
definitely time
got
to
a little,
reflect.
little trip planned ahead
Yeah,
too. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
that's
up.
fine. So we did that. That was cool. Seeing Gillette Stadium. Double back. Today was the first day of camp actually at Tottenville. So we started that. So I'm just ready. I'm just
Yeah,
hitting the-
you've
hitting
been
the-
busy.
hitting the-
You've been
yeah,
busy.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel you. Last but not least, my nigga, I guess we'll ask you this week. I'm gonna fucking take off and shit.
Nah, my weekend's good. Had a
Yeah?
Bobby weekend.
I heard you was fried like rice.
Yeah, yesterday. Facts.
Yeah. What's your new quote? Can we get an
Bent
oral
on-
quote?
I'm bent on Bench Street, man.
Oh my
That's the
God.
oral quote. Don't fuck with it.
That on bad street. And I don't want to hear nobody using that shit. You heard?
Nobody.
Not on duty.
Not on duty.
Yo, I don't think you answered that. How was your week?
Oh yeah, mom, I'm tripping. You know, I'm too busy asking. I'm chilling, bro. You know, regular shit. Life's still kicking ass a little bit, but we keep it pushing, man. Ain't nothing else we could do, right? But yeah, I mean, so we getting right into it.
Nah, let's jump
Let's get right into it. What we got this week, man? I heard we had some goodies this week, man.
Nah, we got some good topics.
You know what?
Like
Just to ease into it, let's get at my man's right here real quick because he said some real interesting shit this week, and I don't.
What
My
are we
boy,
talking about?
the movie. Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah. So to clarify for everybody, today we went to go see Dragon Ball Z. You feel me? In the movie.
I'm fucking bored with Dragon Ball Z, nigga. Come on, bro.
It was
The
a
OG.
Do you like Dragon Ball Z? Did you like? Come
Fire for that.
No, this nigga is crazy, bro.
Legit. Sorry for cutting you up.
Nah,
Jump
you
right
good.
back. One of my oldest brothers, my dad's firstborn, Junior. You guys remember when we was younger watching Dragon Ball Z? At the end of the episode, it'll be the people who submitted their drawings.
Oh, yeah, that's a
My
fact.
older brother,
That's a
joint was
throwback.
always on there.
Yeah.
That's
Word?
fire.
Had one
That's
that was always
fire.
submitted.
See, that's tough. That's fire.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that part about it. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that shit. Now that he mentioned that shit, but that's crazy.
I remember that shit too because MH drew this crazy Goku one day. Like it looked like it was printed out, and we put it on a fridge. But you know, he not the type of guy to try to submit or do nothing extra. He don't need all the extra shit. But yeah, I remember that. But back to you, my boy. It was a great movie, and
I ain't gonna lie, that shit.
it was a great movie. It made me feel like I was like a young kid again. Like you feel me? Like
that shit is
it
tough.
was a really good movie. But
Yeah, I don't understand how you said what you said, bro.
Can you elaborate on what I said? So,
My man said
you-
Pokemon is better than Dragon Ball Z.
all right.
That was
Let
the
me-
first one.
let me-
The
let me-
second
let me-
one was
let me-
Samurai Jack is better than.
Let me
Dragon Ball Z.
elaborate. I told niggas when I was younger, I didn't really have the time to watch Dragon Ball Z because when I would get home or some shit, I'd be doing homework or some shit like that. I would get into like the middle or really towards the end of the episode, and I don't like episodes with like mad cliffhangers every time. Like I hated that shit as a kid. I'm like, nigga, I want to know what's going on right now. Like think about how we have series on like Netflix and shit like that. You can watch it as much as you want. Like you can go into the next episode, and we didn't have shit like that. We had to really wait. So I didn't have no time waiting for that shit. And I was like, so even when niggas would bring up Dragon Ball Z as a kid, I'd be like, yo, they'd be like, you seen that to this week's episode? I'd be like, yeah, bro, that shit was fire. Not knowing I was capping the whole time. So I'm sorry to let y'all niggas know. I wasn't really a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. It's cool though. To the mass public, they like it. It's cool. Yeah, you can. That's what Goku said. Yes.
Dog.
That's what Goku said.
That's what Goku said.
nah, I guess
This
we all
nigga's crazy.
entitled to our own opinion, I guess.
Yeah,
But Dragon Ball Z,
yeah.
like my brother here said, man, it's a staple in all of our lives. I thought. You know,
Big up to Goku though, man.
Yeah,
you feel me? I thought, but yeah. So that was a great movie. You
nah,
missed
that
out.
shit was tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
That
sorry
shit was a movie.
Yeah,
That shit was really a movie.
you should
Yo,
go see it.
for years, I didn't class Dragon Ball Z as anime until I had to get put on. Like,
Yeah,
no, it's anime.
it's really it's crazy though because we were saying that like the movie looks anime more than the show did, but like the movie really looks anime, and then there's parts in that shit where like it really looks like anime, like it's some real anime shit. But that shit is cool,
It was
man.
It was a really good.
Definitely gonna tap in.
Yeah, I was saying it's crazy. Them niggas really come back like, y'all niggas having y'all fun and all that Naruto shit, but y'all remember who the real, you feel me? Y'all niggas remember where y'all came from.
How long was the movie? No homo.
That shit was like, how was that? That shit was like, was it like an hour 40?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it said 145. Probably didn't really
Was there
start
mad?
till
Was there mad niggas in
2:11,
the theater when y'all was watching it?
No lie, there was. There was more niggas in the theater than they said there was seats. So what you doing?
I'm just asking.
dude?
I'm just asking.
What you doing, dude?
I'm just
I don't
asking.
like it,
I just
nah.
want to know.
What's going on in that? Yeah, bro. What you
I
thinking?
didn't say
right
nothing,
now?
bro.
good.
I'm
The
glad you
crowd-
guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the movie. Shout out to Dragon Ball Z. No slander here.
The crowd was engaged.
Bro, that shit is just
I ain't about to see some
nostalgia.
shit.
Think about it. Back then, like, you think you was gonna go to the movies to see Dragon Ball Z? Like, that shit is just tough.
Never.
That shit is
Beauty
fire.
and the Beast and all of that.
Yeah, that shit is fire, bro.
Disney had the movies on.
Can I ask you
They still
one?
do, though.
Can I ask you one question?
Of course, B.
I think everybody in here has watched the Pokemon movie before.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember the excitement of watching the Pokemon movie as a kid?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Did that give you the same feeling with watching this Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z gave me a better feeling.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I really fuck with Dragon Ball
Gotcha,
Z,
bitch.
bro. Yeah, I really fuck with Dragon Ball Z.
Nah, I'm just asking. Just wanted to know.
So now, was it to the extent when Incredibles dropped Part 2?
I think when Incredibles dropped Part 2, that shit was overrated already.
Think so?
Yeah, I think it was. They
We
waited too long.
We waited. We waited a decade.
Yeah, they
was
waited way
hyped,
too
though.
long.
I was still
Nigga,
excited, but we waited.
that's
a
like-
decade. I waited.
First of all, that
I was
the
waiting.
Incredibles shit had a credit scene. That's like, I think credit scenes now, all Marvel movies, right?
Yeah.
Imagine they drop a credit scene in a Marvel movie. Them
We
niggas
don't
take
s-
10 years to drop that movie. you gonna be like, nah, y'all niggas
Nah, that's
is
a fact,
wild.
that's a fact, that's a
There's
fact.
no way y'all are doing that, bro.
For 10 years, I was telling people that Jack had powers.
Yeah, like this just shit,
No, he don't.
bro.
I didn't see that in the movie. Like, yo, bro, I watched the end of that movie mad times.
Niggas did bad with that one, bro. But I mean,
I think the delivery, I think they messed with the delivery a little bit for certain people that was like really, really looking forward to it. Some people that was looking forward to it, but wasn't like maybe paying attention or waiting for it, but like knew it was coming. When it finally came, it was like, okay, yeah, it's fair, it's lit. But like, I was really looking forward to the second
yeah,
one.
that's a fact.
So when
bro.
and I'm like, oh,
That's
that's
a
finally,
fact.
like, but it was a good movie though. It was still good.
Yeah. Do y'all feel, so being on top of with those type of like shit like that happening, y'all feel like that Buzz Lightyear shit was long overdue, or they should have kept that shit?
I didn't even watch it yet.
I think
Really?
it was long overdue. I
You
just
think it
watched
was
it 2
long
days
overdue?
ago.
Yeah,
I watched it like a week ago or some shit like that.
I think it was long overdue.
Yeah, that shit.
I've been meaning to, but every time I get home, I'm kind of tired. I don't want to fall asleep on it, and then later on, feel like, whatever. But
So if you haven't seen that
Because
movie,
it also gave the clarity too
Yeah.
for people who haven't seen it. That I don't know if y'all remember, like when Toy Story dropped, Buzz Lightyear came out of the spaceship and was
Yeah.
trying to repair it.
yeah,
Like,
he's trying to
was
fix
really,
it and
like,
go back
locked
home.
in.
Nah, they
Exactly.
did. They fucked that movie up crazy with the details and that
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
like
yeah.
going
So it
back to
gave
the
them-
toy and all of that.
Yeah, so it
that
gave-
shit was
it
fire.
gave- It gave that explanation for people who missed it.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
And I mean, at this point too, it's like if you realize we watching the same movies over and over again. So
That's
so
true.
it's
Gotta spin
yeah,
It
like
made
to-
sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to only
makes
give
sense.
backstories to certain stuff. Just like
So
you know,
now y'all think? Go ahead.
nah, you can stay on topic. 'cause I was
Y'all,
about
y'all
to
think?
leave a little
Y'all
bit.
think they about to do like a Woody movie? Because you know they got their own story.
I was thinking that, right? But I don't. At some point, it has to end.
yeah,
You feel me? Like, so
because they
like
could do
Woody,
it like every
Woody,
character.
Woody maybe, but then after that, I don't think they should really get too deep into like
I don't think they
unless they do like shorts of like the little aliens.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
watch like shorts
Yeah.
of that because they.
I
probably
don't
be
think they
doing
would
some
do a
minion
Woody
shit.
because remember, outside of Buzz was the only one who didn't believe he was a toy.
Bus
That's
was
a
locked
fact.
in.
That nigga
You get what I'm
Buzz.
saying?
That nigga Buzz
The rest
was
of them-
third eye open.
Yeah, the
Nigga.
rest of them knew that they was toys.
Yeah, facts.
Buzz was in a whole. He was in a different
Yeah,
dimension.
them niggas was in La La Land. Nigga. Them niggas,
I
we
mean-
toys, bro.
I mean, this is, but like I said though, sometimes they feel like they'll mess up if they go forward with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only right to just like you know what I mean, go
Yeah,
back and give the
yeah.
crazy
do
origin
shit
story.
that we already
Yeah.
went right with.
Like you know, House of Dragons come out today.
Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, yes. Today's the 21st.
Yes, sir.
we know what's going on after this.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir.
Today is
We
the
know
21st.
what's going on after this fucking episode.
Oh. Yeah, you know. Nah, but yeah, so House of Dragons is coming out, and I've been, I've been waiting, but just to give a little backstory about like Game of Thrones for me, I didn't watch it when it was on TV
Me
at
neither.
all. Like,
As in,
like,
you didn't watch every episode of that.
I don't
I hate,
like when it was current, like yo, you gotta wait till next week. I didn't watch
I
it.
don't like doing shit like that. I actually like waiting till everything's done and then watch.
I just,
Yeah, because I don't like waiting either, bro. That every week shit.
but I didn't
end up doing that shit anyway. Like, you miss a week.
I didn't watch it because when it was coming out,
Yeah, I remember when you
wasn't really
started
into
watching
it.
that shit.
I just really
Yeah,
wasn't.
I
Like,
remember.
I just
He
didn't
kept
think about
telling me, like, bro, I ain't even get past the first season. Like, I can't even. I'm like, nah, bro, that shit. You get past, like, the first one,
But
like, middle of second,
COVID, boy,
that shit get active.
So you tapped in?
bro, I happened to like, you feel me? I was in a situation where that was like the best thing to put on,
Yeah.
and it was like every season up until like the 8th season. I think the 8th season was still on TV, so it was every season up until the last season on DVD.
That's crazy.
Boy, I went crazy for like a week straight.
That's crazy.
And watched everything, and then was watching the current ones. And at the end of it, I'm like, they're gonna go back to what they're doing now. I'm like, they have to. Like, no, I think I'm like, they're not gonna move forward because they're gonna leave it like for you to, you feel me, figure it out or think about it, or maybe they'll come back years later. But they can go back and do every origin, bro, and kill this shit for another 2
Yeah,
decades.
that's right. Because all of them
White
niggas, like,
Walkers,
what?
all-
It's like
bro.
6 families or some
Se-
shit.
yeah, 6,
You
7
could really do like 3 of those families. Nobody care about a couple.
Yeah,
of those.
one of them shits I don't remember the name at all. I read it earlier. You don't have to do
Yeah, you
whatever
don't
that.
have to
Yeah,
do
but like
It's
the
like 3 of
Targaryens
them.
and shit like that, which is the House
the
of Dragons.
Starks and shit like that. I heard there is a Stark shit though that is supposed
one
to come
supposed to
out.
be coming.
Yeah, it's some Stark shit. Then you got my
He
son
was
Jon
pretty
Snow.
much
Who?
Jon Snow.
Nah,
Jon
he's
Snow
a
was
he's
That
a
nigga's a
Targaryen.
Targaryen.
He's a
Yeah,
Targaryen.
that nigga.
He's him.
Mom's.
He's him.
Yeah, it's like the nigga Stark's brother fucked his mom's or
his
some
own-
shit like some
he's
crazy
him.
shit like
He's
that.
him.
Nah, but
Well, I said
crazy,
Jon
real fast,
Snow.
A crazy backstory with Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
How I tapped in at the time, I was working for Time Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Legit, this is before it became Spectrum. I was working for Time Warner, and
Time
I was in the call center, 100 Cable Way, Staten Island. Legit.
The OG spot.
While I was there, my supervisor came to me like, "Yo, you got to start upselling some of these packages."
Mm.
So I asked him, like, "Yo, so what's your best method for upselling these packages?" He said, "To be honest, watch it at home.
That's
Watch some
that's
of the
the
stuff at
biggest shit.
home." So I'm like, they want me to upsell to HBO. We had a special going on for HBO. So I'm like, I get home, I tap down, I'm like, start watching Game of Thrones. Legitimately, after I started watching it, I binged it pretty much. I was on it was up to season 5. Binged it all the way through from 1 through 4.
Yeah, you was
And I
like,
caught
nah.
up.
Niggas
And once I
start
caught
selling
up,
that
once I
HBO.
caught up, I wasn't missing any episode.
Niggas start selling that
And then
HBO
I'm
like it
on
was gold,
conversations,
nigga.
legit.
Talking to niggas through
Shit
the
like
whole
that,
shit,
laid
right?
back like, hey, Jon Snow.
Yeah,
Like,
Jon Snow.
that's
Last
it.
week, them niggas
And
was wilding.
all my sales just started going up just from
Them
watching.
niggas
Like,
is
legit,
wild,
I was
nigga.
legit working for cable, and then
Yeah,
I'm like, what
That's
was I
bad
missing?
footy.
that's one of them shits. B,
Shout
do you
out to
watch
Jon
it?
Snow.
Did you watch Game of Thrones, B?
I did watch Game of Thrones. I did, with me, when it comes to like watching like shit like that, because I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really into all of that shit at 1st. It was same shit like with the what's the shit with Snooki? Was it True Blood or what's that shit called with the vampire shit?
Yeah, I'm not really into vampire shit though.
I ain't gonna lie, you know,
Not True Blood. Vampire Diaries?
No, not Vampire Diaries.
It
I don't
might have
remember
been
the
True
name.
Blood.
you know what
then.
show that's like that
I think
too?
you
like,
and Trey was watching some shit like that though, right? It was True Blood or some shit.
Nah.
You
I
ever
don't
saw
know.
the
Y'all
shit
niggas
on
was
Apple
watching
TV?
some vampire shit. That was,
You ever saw the shit on Apple TV called C?
nah, I don't even touch Apple
I
TV.
saw
That
it, but I didn't
show
watch
is a
it.
good show, bro. Like
His buddy who played Aquaman.
yes. It's
Oh,
everybody's
that
blind,
show, yeah.
but his kids aren't blind, so they see, but everybody else don't.
That's
Like
tough.
that's a good show. It
fire.
reminds me of Game of Thrones, but you definitely gotta watch that.
I'm not gonna
That's
lie
a
to
good
you.
show,
I
too.
can't watch nothing that
Yeah,
resembles.
Game of Thrones.
I can't do. Yeah, he was. He was the barbarian nigga. Nigga was smoking a boot.
Oh yeah, he was
smoking
wilding though,
boots.
bro. He
nigga.
was wilding. She ain't want that.
Nigga
But
was
that's another
smoking a
conversation.
boot.
He was wilding.
Nigga was wilding.
She was in love though.
Nah, yeah, she started fuck, but you know
She
what
fell
it
in love
is?
with the culture.
Yo, she fell in love with the power, nigga. She fell in love with the. Nah, this nigga got power. All right, watch this, nigga.
You definitely gotta watch that though. That's a good show too.
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
Anything
okay, we
though,
gonna get into
anything
that.
that's like close to like, all right, what movie came out recently? It was like The Last Knights or The Last Fight or The Last War or some shit, and it's like knights fighting. It's supposed to be.
I know what you're talking about because
I
there's a
can't
couple
watch it,
movies
bro.
that have been. But I know what you're saying.
'Cause
I can't watch shit that look like Game of
Nah,
Thrones.
and it's nothing against those movies or those shows. It's just like yo, Game of Thrones is really
It's another level.
it, bro.
Yeah, bro, that shit
If
is
y'all really
different,
remember
bro.
too though,
I was tapped in,
if
bro.
y'all really remember, look at season when you get the chance, double back, and these for the viewers too. Look at season 1 and go to the last season. Look at how the like the production just
Yeah, the shit completely changes over and then like.
down to the costumes.
That's what I said. That's what I was telling him. Like the first season is tough, bro. Don't get me wrong, but once you get past that first season, you in like the
But nah,
middle
no
of
funny.
two.
When I really think back on it though, like when I rewatch it, that first episode was lit. They
No,
kicked-
yeah,
they
the first
kicked Boy out
episode
the
was
window
valid.
for
That
catching
kicks
them.
on out
That
the
was
window.
all the first episode.
That was really the
That's
storytelling.
all first
shit.
episode. Like that was they started off kind of hot.
That was really the
I
storytelling.
don't think B really likes this show.
Nah, I just gotta watch it. Watch it over.
What's his show?
Red
be?
Wedding?
Let us know. Let us know
Next
what you.
episode.
I ain't gonna lie, you know me. I'm a real 90s nigga. So I like watching old shit that I used to like.
We not
fuck with.
talking about that though.
You talking about like
What's we talking
current?
about right now? What you on right now? What you watching? Or what was you watching?
This gonna sound so cliche, but I was just watching The Shot. I fuck with The Shot.
Beeb does like Ratchet TV.
I like,
bro.
yeah, I like. No, don't get me wrong. I like Ratchet TV, and I like shit that's sophisticated as well too. If we're gonna talk about greatest shows of all time, I put Breaking
You was
Bad
a
in there.
I knew you was.
Breaking
you
Bad
was
is-
a Breaking Bad. That's
Breaking
the
Bad
show
is-
y'all was
yeah,
on.
Breaking
you and
Bad
Trey.
is-
Breaking Bad. Bro.
I ain't watched Breaking Bad.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's different.
I can't. I don't know.
I don't have nothing against it. I personally just
can't
didn't
do it.
watch it. So I'm the type of nigga that when
that shit
everybody's
got mad
fiending for
seasons.
something, I be
Yeah,
I be
you
elsewhere,
going, yeah.
bro. Like, cause if I'm in it like that and now I go on like Twitter or somewhere and I see something ruin something for me, I'm gonna be tight. So when people was like watching Breaking Bad, I didn't really get into it. I've probably watched 2-3 episodes of the show, not even the full episode, and that's only because I was at Trey crib and I was watching. it. Yeah, the reason why I started watching fucking Snowfall.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
a fact. You shouldn't. Nah, that
I wasn't
shit.
watching Snowfall at first. I
Nah,
watched it and was
that
like,
shit-
"Oh my god!" Rest in
That
peace to
shit
John
is
Singleton.
top 5, man. Rest in peace to John Singleton. Not applause, but you know, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. He really brought. He really. I wish he would have like directed some East Coast shit. Because the way he like
Nah, that's
the way he
Snowfall
visualizes
shit.
the West, bro, and like makes those movies and them shows he be making.
I feel like it's easier too though because a lot of their like all they shit that was there back then is still
It's still there.
Like when you think about shit that's here and like that was here back then, that shit is not there no more.
Oh, 'cause they
Niggas
still
is
living in them
gentrifying.
cribs
Yeah,
and
they
then
still
the-
living in the
the-
watch and
yeah.
all of that crazy
Like-
shit.
Like you definitely can't. It's gonna be hard to film anything in, let's just say 42nd Street.
Yeah,
back
because next
down.
thing you know, niggas
'Cause-
built a whole new Chick-fil-A or
But
some
not only
stupid
that, not
shit
only
like that.
Like,
Like,
people don't even really realize like 42nd Street back in the day, and I learned this from some old heads. Like 42nd Street back in the day was like
stay
it was,
away from it.
It was taboo to go there.
Mm.
Like if you went to 42nd Street, you went there because you was trying to see like sex shows.
Yeah, that's a fact. I
You
heard
was
that shit
doing
before.
drugs. Like
They was
that's
doing
what people went
crazy
to
shit out
42nd
there.
Street, you know? Like, legit,
Niggas try to
They
turn
just
that
get
shit into
42nd
something
Street, like,
nice.
All right, bet. Like y'all gonna do this in New York? All right, this is where it's okay.
where it's okay.
Everywhere
Yeah,
around, you
crazy.
can't do that. So then they switched that up. So
That makes
definitely
sense.
be
That
hard.
makes sense. That's why that
Yeah,
shit is so
hell
much
yeah,
like
that shit is-
what is that? Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
That's why that shit. That shit
Yeah.
is that Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, it's
With the
Hollywood
stars?
Boulevard.
That shit is.
Yeah.
That shit is California
Hollywood
is fucking
Boulevard
42nd
is
Street. That's 42nd Street, bro. Just in
that shit
California.
is tough.
Facts.
That shit is nasty out there. I ain't
But
gonna
like
lie.
for me per se, like I know you mentioned like y'all don't really be trying to get into certain shows and stuff. Like for me,
Oh man.
like don't get it twisted. Tapped into Snowfall, tapped into Power,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But like for me per se, like with shows,
You gotta find some other shit.
I like to escape reality. So if it reminds me,
Sci-fi
if
shit.
it reminds me
Sci-fi
of what I'm living in,
You
don't-
gotta watch
like,
it.
Don't do it at the
So
end
you
of the day.
watch.
I can figure
That's
it
a
out.
good
You
question.
know, like
So you
I
watched
like
that
to
shit with
figure
the
out
plane
shows.
when he was on the plane or some shit
Oh,
like
you
that.
talking about
you watched that
flight,
shit?
flight,
365?
yes,
Where the
yes.
niggas disappeared or some
Yeah.
shit. You watch, yeah, shit. Niggas, I want to watch it, but I just
and if
niggas
I'm
don't
watch,
ever have
if I'm a
time, bro.
watch, if I'm a watch like something that is like modern day, like
Yeah.
based off of like how we live and stuff like that, because you know, human nature is human nature. Like no matter what level it's on. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I watch something modern day, it's like a Snowfall because it's
You could,
throwback.
yeah,
you know,
you could
like,
kind of relate. Yeah.
one of the shows I'm tapped into on Netflix right now, if y'all haven't peeped it, it's called Peaky Blinders.
I see that shit all
Like
the
you
time.
know what I'm saying? Like I like watching like
I see that
stuff
shit
like
all the
that,
time.
or it gotta be something trippy. Like
Yo, y'all ever watched Warrior?
Warrior.
it's six episodes or something like that.
Nah, not the one I'm talking about.
sounds familiar.
I'm pretty sure it's Warrior. Nah, it's on HBO Max or Stars. Warriors.
Are you talking about the
The Asian, yeah, the Asians in Cali and San Francisco. So they, bro,
What's that about?
bro,
good show,
the
bro.
show
It's just
is
short.
fire, bro.
What's
Yeah, I
that
think it's only
about?
like one or two
It's mad
seasons.
short,
So it's
in
about
Cali?
yeah. So you know how like Asians migrated over to America and mad at them went to like San Francisco and shit,
Mhm.
and they had to go through like. Honestly, the same shit black people and minorities in general kind of had to go through, and they had to make their way up. And they show you like the gangs and shit, like the early little
like the
gangs and
Yakuza.
Asian shit. Yeah, like, but
That's fire.
yeah, but the details in that show,
It's
bro,
crazy,
is
yeah.
crazy.
That's
like
fire.
mad gory.
That should be
It's
cool too. Like when
crazy.
you learn about, like niggas know certain shit just from living around it and shit. But when you learn about other shit and how that shit works, that should be cool too. Man. Ain't gonna lie.
I like the other shows though. Do you watch the 100?
That's another cool show. That shit is very
couldn't-
long.
After a while, I'm like,
Yeah, I
y'all
don't know.
ODing.
That
bro.
shit.
It's
What's
too
the
long.
other shit with the nigga that's a drug dealer? He's a pops, and his wife be in on it, and the kids be
Oh, that's a good show. That's
Ozark.
yes,
Ozark.
That's a
I
good
can't.
show.
I can't. I heard it's a really good show, but I
It's just
can't get
slow.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
I
you know
can't
what it
get
is?
into
You know what it is? He's monotone as shit, bro.
That's what it is.
So yeah, so it's like it could be imminent danger in the show, and Son is cooler than a fan, nigga. Like, all right, like Son like they'll shoot the connect dead in his head. He's sitting there like, okay, so let's make a phone call. We have to clean this up. We're
yeah,
gonna just
exactly.
leave.
That's exactly. Yeah, he's
Like we're gonna have to figure this out. Yeah, like even when he argue with his wife, he's mad calm, bro. That's so.
I don't know.
So you
Wife
would
is
like
up.
you would never know. Like if you walk through the living room and I'm watching it, you wouldn't know it's lit right now. But I'm tuned in. It just sounds like it's mad quiet out here. Like what are you watching, bro?
Yeah,
that's
that's
exactly what it is.
crazy.
Speaking
That's
on his
crazy.
wife though, like he was too cool.
Yeah,
She was violent.
boy.
In the,
She was violent.
early, like off the trip, off the rip.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit is
He was
funny,
too
bro.
cool for that situation.
yeah. Not trying to. Not trying to. I mean, ruin it for anybody that didn't watch it. If you
Yeah,
want to watch it,
that's
yeah.
funny.
Too cool.
But she was tripping the whole show, nigga.
She was on some panic shit, or she was on some like.
She on some
Just
on that shit we don't like.
precisely.
Like
We gonna get around to that someday.
Entitled that like but like
She thought she was the boss.
when she wrong, she ain't wrong.
Ain't wrong.
But when boy looked the wrong way, everything's his fault. But my son is too calm.
Man,
Like
my son
he's
be
like,
chilling. He's be trying to do his job.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, some
Damn.
good shows, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Beeb hates
man.
all of these shows.
No, I'm just you feel me. And,
What's your
hey,
favorite show
right now or all time?
in general?
In general, like you could watch that shit.
The Office.
The
The Office. I mean, I don't know.
lie to you, bro.
I'm a comedy nigga.
I ain't gonna lie to you, though.
I like shit that
I
make me
think
laugh.
The Office is overrated.
Wow. Yeah, let's.
I know. I could give you
I'm really not mad at that
The
team.
Office and Seinfeld. I'm sorry.
All right, now he's tripping.
Nah,
so I like Seinfeld more than The Office. I never like
Yeah.
I watched The Office before, but I never took the time, I guess, to really enjoy it. I guess it's
Mm-hmm.
like remember when we used to be around your brother and the way he loved LeBron.
Yeah.
Like not being around your brother and then seeing him play, I could appreciate him now because this nigga's not screaming in my ear about this shit. So the way the stand what the fuck, the stand audience of like The Office,
Yeah.
they won't allow you to tell them like, oh, I maybe didn't like. So it's kind of like it's
Niggas
I don't know. I
can't
just
hear
didn't
that
get
show.
fully into
Yeah,
it.
bro. I don't understand.
I've never gotten
people
fully
that
into
love
it,
that shit
personally.
really be like, what?
But I fuck with
Like,
Seinfeld.
nah,
I watched
bro.
Seinfeld as a kid.
That shit is better than Modern Family.
What? The Office?
The Office.
Of course, top
Better
10.
than Modern
like,
Family?
Come on, that's one of the greatest.
You ever watch Superstore?
Nah,
That show is really one of the funniest shows I ever watched in my
heard
life.
that shit.
It's basically like it takes place in like a Walmart type of store, and that shit is just in that store.
Nah, but I'm not gonna lie though. Nah, The Office is funny though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
this shit is funny, but it's
I
not.
didn't fully
I don't
watch
know,
all the
bro.
episodes. You feel me? Like I
That
just
shit
wanna go
ain't.
through
I
them.
don't know, bro. I
and then
could be
certain like shows like that, you gotta like. Once it first came out, you was kind of like you was a little younger. You wasn't under some shit. I wasn't understanding until like I started like getting into. I'm like, yo, this shit is really mad funny.
Yeah, see, I
This
would
is
love to say that.
everyday grown people life.
But I always loved Seinfeld since a kid.
I don't know.
I
Seinfeld
watched
is cool.
Like,
It's
like
it's
them
like
dry white humor.
Yeah,
them
that's what
shows
it is.
I love.
It
bro.
be funny shit, but it's just corny sometimes. I
It's the
don't know.
sarcasm, bro. That's
Yeah, I
how
don't
they, that's
know.
how they
It
do
be
their
cool.
shit.
Friends
That
is
shit is
undefeated.
cool. Friends, I fuck with Friends.
Friends
I
is
fuck
cool.
with Friends.
Yo,
See,
who
you
was
guys
the
know?
who was the best character on Friends?
My son Joey. My son is the anchor, boy.
Are we all
I
gonna?
think Ross.
Yeah.
What's
Ross
the
Always has something going
Ross.
on.
That's what it was, and that was real life.
Yeah, yeah. He always had. Son got
He either
married
had
3
relationship
times.
Problems,
Nah, yeah, that nigga did have all types of
financial issues.
That nigga had all types of real issues.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking Joey though, but you're not. I'm not. I ain't
son
gonna lie.
Joey's
Joey and
really
Phoebe are some wild cards though.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Wild cards.
But that's
Phoebe-
like what's this shit with the nigga? Man, with Ashton Kutcher's wife. What's her name again? What's the
I'm
show?
bad with names.
The show, you know, I know you know.
Oh,
what
you
I'm
talking about the '70s show?
Yeah, like that shit. That he's like the same type of nigga. Like that nigga is the wild card. Like he
Oh,
just
you talking about what's her name?
the little Spanish nigga.
Yeah, what the fuck is his name?
I have no
From that
idea.
70s
man.
show, the little
I have no idea.
whatever. But yeah, shout out to him.
A lot of those shits I was watching because niggas
That shit was just all the
on TV.
That shit was just all the TV.
Just on
bro.
TV.
Oh, speaking of shows you
you
watch because it was on the TV.
That shit better than Bernie Mac.
chill.
Rest in peace to Bernie Mac.
General Hospital.
I'm just saying.
Nah.
Uncle Bernie.
Yo,
We gotta get that sound too.
Nah, yeah. I was about to say,
Uncle Bernie.
and Mom, if you watching this shit, I completely understand now why you used to tell me to shut the fuck up. Because there was no DVR at the time. We had the big ass box TV, and you had to be tuned in, bro. Prison Break,
I just started it again.
nigga. I watched that
just
show.
started it again.
I watched that whole show like 7 times.
Prison Break?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
just started
never
it again,
understood
bro.
it
Oh,
either.
God.
you watched it from the beginning.
I just never understood.
You should go.
started it again. It's on
You should tap
Netflix.
in after House of Dragons. You should tap in.
It's on Netflix. Just
I'm gonna try.
Real
use
shit.
it as a filler.
I like
Don't
to
watch the
pick
last
up
season.
shit after it's over
use
already.
it as a
Like the
filler.
hype is gone.
Don't watch the last season.
The last season's trash.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about it. They took mad long to come out with it. Then
Enough.
they was in like
I feel like they
Guantanamo
ran out
Bay.
of time. Like trying to
Yeah,
construct
there
it.
was some crazy shit. The Blacklist is a great show too.
Blacklist is
Blacklist. I think I watched that.
Great show. Great
just
show.
be
My
flipping
son,
through shows.
If
Reddington
I had
is.
to be gangster, I would want to be running.
Reddington. Yeah, I think it's a nigga.
That's how I would conduct all business.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. With
oh
the
my God.
fedora.
Yeah, son smooth.
The show that I really like is Sopranos. That's like
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
But you know what's
That's
the
an
name?
OG though.
You know, speaking of Sopranos, that's HBO.
Rest in peace to homie that just passed.
Yeah, man. Rest in
David
peace.
Leota.
Yes. No,
Leota.
Yeah, Leota died.
Yeah, Leota died. Leota.
He died.
My son Paulie.
I never really watched
he
this.
related to Ray.
Ray Liotta. That's his name.
Yeah,
Ray Liotta, yeah.
Pardon me. I did say David. I'm
Oh,
just
okay,
saying
okay. I'm
Ray
about to say, wait,
Ray
what?
Liotta.
Okay,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
fault.
yeah. Speaking on that, Sopranos, and we're talking about Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones just passed Sopranos.
Yeah, that's fire,
the
bro.
most-
I'm a
for the-
God,
for the
nigga.
most
Game of
seasons.
Thrones. I ain't gonna hold you though. It's mad funny because Game of Thrones, when that shit was out, I think you said that right. Like when niggas was No, it was you. You was at work and niggas was gassing that shit. Like,
yeah.
bro, niggas was gassing that shit at work, nigga. And I work in AT&T, so we had to sell HBO too, because they own HBO. So, bro, the amount of shit, like, yeah, sell it, because of Game of Thrones. Like, we had a Game of Thrones section, there's cups that I'm looking at these niggas like, yo, y'all niggas crazy? Y'all niggas moving like the Popeye's chicken sandwich right now, nigga.
Game of Thrones really got it, bro. Really got it.
Nah, yeah, I'm like,
Top 5 of my favorite
I'm looking at that
shows
shit.
that I've watched.
Them niggas is talking about that shit every week. I'm like, you know what? All right.
Yeah,
Let's
bro.
see what this shit is about. I watch that shit. I catch up to these niggas. Now we all in there. I'm like, yeah, this nigga's violent. They doing this. They doing. I'm like, I understand now, bro.
Yo, and then if y'all didn't give it a chance, I know most dudes would never.
I know he about to say it. I thought you
What
was about to say it earlier.
P
bro?
Valley.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say.
I thought that's what he was going
I
to say
thought that's
too.
what he was gonna say.
I thought he was going to say that too.
I
Grey's
thought
Anatomy
that's
is
what he was
a
gonna
great
say.
show.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yo, bro. All right,
Yo,
hold
bro.
on. All right, hold on.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wait.
Don't
Wait.
Don't. I'm not
I ain't
gonna
gonna
allow you
hold
to
you.
do that.
Yo,
to him.
there's a lot of fishmon shit in there, bro.
Hold on,
Yes, I
hold
thought
on,
that's what he was gonna say, though.
hold. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
It's
So are
it's
we
a
gonna?
good
Are
show.
we gonna? We grown men in here.
All right.
So,
So,
why you say pause?
Euphoria had.
You're right. I'm only
Euphoria,
I'm only saying
but
that because the
Euphoria
trolls
was a
here.
different. I ain't watch P Valley, so I
Euphoria
can't
had
say.
mad shit in it, bro. Euphoria had.
But not like
mad.
not what I'm hearing about P Valley.
Nah, P
bro.
Valley is just, you know what it is though. Like they in the strip club and shit,
And they
certain,
just
like
doing
one of
shit.
them dudes, one of the main characters, if I'm not mistaken, is like completely like you feel me. He's he plays for the other team.
I'll
But
give it a chance. What's
Nigga,
it on?
imagine,
What's it on?
imagine if they had
Stars.
no homo. If they had gay shit in Players Club. Players Club is a great movie, is it
So
not?
it's still women, but it's
No,
just
no,
a
no,
little
it's
dash
women.
of
But it's women.
the
bro,
other
but
side.
It's nigga. It's
both.
Atlanta.
Honestly, it's both.
All right, that's a good one. That's a great explanation.
Atlanta. It's
That's
Atlanta,
a great
bro.
explanation.
If you go to, you feel me? It's Atlanta, bro. It's a strip club scene. Niggas is
Oh,
is
yeah, my
selling
son
this,
Slow
selling
Burn
that.
in the my fault to cut you off, bro. My son Slow Burn in the chat. He named a great show that we missed.
Ooh.
The Boys,
Superhero
Boys.
joint.
the superheroes. You didn't watch that shit
That's
yet?
the shit where son is old, yo, bro.
Oh yeah, that shit is OD.
Animated.
That shit is OD.
Yeah, and our animated shows. That's a great show. It reminds me.
No, not that shit. Not that shit. That's I know what you talking about. Remember the shit? Who
It's
the fuck was I
basically-
talking
it's
to? I was
basically-
telling you the nigga went in his body and did some crazy.
Yo, bro. It's
Oh, yeah.
That's the
That's
shit. That's that
It's
shit.
basically, if we real life had superheroes, this is how they
Yeah,
operate.
see, Grease said it. It's invincible. That's the shit we was watching.
Yeah, Invincible.
But I
Yeah,
told you,
Invincible.
yeah, when it was they was
they was
wild,
wild.
nigga.
Shout out to Luke Cage, man.
Shout out to Luke Cage. Yo,
That's
fuck
not
this
true.
vibe,
That's
bro.
not
I
true.
fucking hated it.
Luke
I
Cage is
fucking
my
hated
shit,
that
my
show.
nigga.
bro.
I didn't hate it. I
I
didn't.
hated it, bro.
I didn't.
Luke
care.
Cage was a great show.
Time being, I like
No lie though, for what they was doing, like I feel like it was corny, bro. Like
I didn't
he
care for the second
really
season.
do much.
Out of all of that though, like Marvel started doing that.
Yeah, that
The
shit was.
Daredevil was the
Daredevil.
best.
Got
one.
it.
Yeah, bro, Daredevil, then Iron Fist, bro. I
Like,
don't give a fuck.
like,
and
they-
Punisher
they
is
need
right
to-
after
they
all
need
of them
to
shit,
remake the movie Daredevil
Hell no.
with that dude.
Punisher is not up there.
Yes, I don't think anybody should ever play Daredevil.
Yeah,
in their
besides
life.
that nigga.
just like boy.
But I heard he already signed the contract.
Yeah,
I heard he
Yeah,
already signed
just
the
like he should
contract.
only be the.
And it
he-
should never be
There's
another,
no other Wolverine, bro. CGI him for
It
the rest
should
of his
never
life.
be another Black Panther.
But I don't think that Iron Fist is better than Punisher. I think it's Daredevil, Punisher, in my opinion. And then you
Facts.
could do whatever you
Daredevil,
want to do.
Punisher.
Yeah, because
I could go either one with
bro,
those.
they
Yeah,
allow
that's fair.
Punisher to do
Whatever you
Punisher
want.
really.
Yeah,
do.
I go
Like,
Daredevil, Punisher, Iron Fist. Then
That
Luke
Daredevil shit though, different.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That
Let
second,
me see Iron Fist.
Luke
I like
Cage-
Jessica Jones.
I couldn't do it.
I liked it.
That shit is boring.
Yeah, it started.
I feel like they wasn't doing nothing, bro. Like,
I won't ever rewatch it now. But from what I remember, it was Gucci. But I'm not gonna rewatch it because I don't want to agree with y'all.
yeah, bro, I don't know. I watched a couple episodes. I
Nah,
don't
bro, watch the
know.
whole shit.
Grease said Iron Fist was whack. Yeah,
I ain't
you
gonna
might
lie.
be right. I can't really remember
he
it.
was
But I
that-
fuck with Iron Fist himself
general.
though.
No,
'cause
yeah.
that's why. So
That first
I-
episode, he was corny to me. Like it just
Iron Fist.
Yeah, the character.
Yeah, I
itself,
think
he
it was
didn't-
whack till he
yeah,
got
he
like
didn't- yeah,
really
he
started
didn't play
fighting.
that role well. I feel like that first episode.
Yeah. It's weird though, cause it another thing is, bro, these niggas be messing up the stories and shit. So we expect a certain
they be
storyline with the character that's actually the character, and they be doing whatever the fuck they want.
Speaking on that, that's why if y'all ever see Ryan Reynolds in anything,
Who he gotta be? Because that nigga is so many different
but
people.
Just watching him at like, if y'all seen Deadpool,
Yeah,
if y'all see the little Easter eggs in there, he's always snapping on like Marvel. Or
that's a
like
fact.
joking on somebody
Of course.
because they mess up the storylines.
They
I don't know if
mess
y'all
up
remember,
shit.
he played Green Lantern.
Yes.
yeah,
He
that's a
ruined
fact.
the storyline.
He
It was
played Green
terrible. He hated
Lantern.
it.
He played Weapon X
Yeah.
in the Wolverine
But
shit.
Weapon X was supposed to be Deadpool.
Then you see who he was in the Wolverine shit too. He was Wade Wilson, just
Yeah.
a regular assassin,
Yeah.
but he was moving like
Yeah, Wade
Deadpool,
Wilson.
bro.
Exactly. So the storylines mess up. That's why he always like jokes on X-Men in his movie.
Yeah,
He's
this is
hilarious.
crazy.
I wish that they would give Cable a proper movie.
Yeah, that would be tough.
That was one of my favorite.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Speaking of niggas like that, man, like weirdo dark niggas.
Yeah.
Not dark color wise, because what
I'm
I'm
about
about
to
to
say, what the
say,
hell,
what I'm about
nigga?
to say next.
What the fuck?
Nigga, Cable's white, bro. First of all,
Yeah, I'm like,
but I'm
nigga.
saying what I'm about to say next. I was gonna say Blade. My son Blade. How y'all feel about that show or movie, whatever it is coming up?
Man,
They should have
I'm
left it
probably-
with Wesley.
Yeah,
They should have just died with Wesley.
nah.
I'm not
That
mad
nigga
at the
old as
nigga
shit,
playing.
man.
I'm not
I'ma
mad
say-
at the nigga about to play Blade. That's the nigga that
That was in
Yeah, that
Moonlight.
nigga's a good. That nigga's a great.
And Moonlight.
He's a
Great
great actor.
Yeah, he
was
was
in Moonlight.
He was in Moonlight.
he was in Moonlight.
He was taking care of Shorty.
He was taking care of the little mans
The papa.
that was doing the papa. I was just doing the
Wait,
papa.
what?
Yes,
Yeah, bro, that was Mahershala, bro.
Remember,
That's
he had
where I
his
know him
shorty
from.
his shorty was bad too.
That's where I know him from.
In Moonlight?
Yes,
no, not Moon Knight.
Moonlight.
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 Oh,
Yeah,
that's what
not
I'm like.
Moon
What the
Knight.
fuck?
No,
am I
yeah.
talking about,
I'm like,
bro?
how you so confused? The main character,
Like,
nigga.
what y'all talking
Yeah,
about?
nah,
Oh,
Moonlight.
no.
Moonlight.
Nah, Mahershala Ali. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that correctly. Great actor. Great actor, bro.
Right for Blade though.
I'm fit for him being in Blade because when me personally, when I look at him, when I think of him in my head, I
just thought about who could have played Blade.
I feel like
Oh my god.
I feel like he kind of resembles Wesley, but then when I put them next to each other, they really don't look alike. But like in my head, just thinking about it, they kind of resemble each other.
Yeah,
But I also
he could
don't-
get away with it.
Yeah.
think.
I also don't think that he's also like he animated fake like that. Like he could get
Like
yeah,
he got.
yeah.
I know what you're
He
saying.
could
he
get,
got
like-
the mannerisms and shit
Yeah,
for the Blade.
because you know, remember Wesley was wilding. Wesley
Nah,
saved.
Wesley was doing a lot of
Yeah,
corny
yeah.
shit though. Like the
Nigga,
way he
it
was
was- what
moving,
year
it
was
was
that?
corny.
Word, bro. At that time, bro,
that
that's
shit
what
was
was
fire.
That's what was there.
Nigga was on his techno vampire shit.
He saved
bro. That
Marvel.
nigga- That's a fact. That's
They
a
was about
fact.
to go bankrupt.
That's a
That's
fact.
why-
Those movies say he
Shout out to
like
Blade,
executive
man.
produced them shit and stuff like that. He saved Marvel
That nigga
single handedly.
Blade was saving.
And then they hit him with the tax shit
But
after.
he hit that himself with that.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, but you're right, but the
that
fair
nigga-
skinned folks don't get hit with that shit the way you know what I'm saying. They still getting away with
They
it.
got offshores. They got other stuff.
Nigga, they just said
away with that shit.
they just said Trump could get a tax write off because he buried his ex wife on his property.
Bro, he's supposed to go to certain channels. If you're gonna do stuff like that, you gotta talk to the right people.
I think they fried Wesley, man, and I don't think that should have died with them, especially now with ironically we don't have Black Panther no more.
Yeah,
We need a hero, bro.
we gonna have one. They doing Black Panther. Again.
I know that, but I'm saying with him passing, like I feel like the culture, the world took a hit with that shit. Like, damn, what the
facts,
fuck?
facts.
But I feel like we need some type of representation on TV to feel
'Cause
proud
all
of.
of ours
Like,
are like
yeah, you feel me? Like
diminishing. Yeah.
they're either diminishing or in television, they're playing for the other side.
Yeah.
You feel me? They like to do that with the dark men in shows or movies. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, if that's what you are, if that's what you want to do. Is I could care less. You feel me? Like, but I feel like they're showing that more than just a regular black dude. Like,
Yeah, that's niggas is forcing that shit, man.
yeah, you feel me? But
Forcing that agenda, man.
Yo,
That's the world.
you
though.
know what's
That's
crazy?
The state of the world now.
it's in the Proud Family, bro.
That's the state of the
I was
world.
thinking about mine.
Niggas, that shit is in
It's
the
in
Proud
everything.
Family. It's in
That's
Buzz
the state of the world.
Lightyear.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
nothing
It's
against,
in
you
Buzz
know.
Lightyear. I ain't
His
watching.
Simba's his partner is lesbian.
His captain was on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Beeb say whatever he say before you
No,
forget.
I just had came to a little realization. Like think about it. Think about how we just talked about all those shows we just talked about. Like the kids of this generation, like they don't watch shit. Like if you tell like a 18-year-old to go and watch Game, like I ain't watching that bullshit. Yo, go watch. I ain't watching that. I want to watch this. It kind of like
How they gonna say it?
think about it. Like this crazy because that's why we like
Some bullshit.
we're able to like broaden our horizons so we can watch different. Think about all the shows we just named.
But that's
nobody
like
was in
I was
here was saying
saying,
like,
bro.
"Yo, we watching just the regular same black shows all the time." He said something that I ain't gonna lie, I never thought of. He said he likes to watch shows that makes him like kind of like escape reality, like something he don't want to just be able to predict what's going to go on in the show, and that's what a lot of niggas like watching. Like, oh, you already know he gonna get killed, you know.
But the way he look at, like, the way he wants to watch his entertainment is the same way a lot of people either write their entertainment or listen to it. You feel me? Like a lot of people listen to the music of shit like that they would want to do. You feel me? Like, but I know I'm not about to go outside and really drill some shit or spin the block. But this shit make me feel like, you feel me? Like, I feel like I'm experiencing.
That's what I said.
Yeah, like
Niggas
nigga, it's lit. You
niggas
feel me?
like
And they
watching
like that
shit like
shit.
that.
But
The
nigga,
gang
think about
shit,
it.
the
We played
drug shit.
GTA. I know I wasn't going outside to rob nobody.
Yeah, but I'm a damn sure go on GTA and crash that car.
But I
100
was
times,
old.
nigga.
Yeah, I was old.
Crash shit
Put
at
that
people.
code and fix
Run
it.
Yeah,
people
right.
over.
You feel me? But I knew
Dry that shit
send
on
it to the
water and
shop.
shit.
Yeah, the difference I think with us and like new generation is like there was what I feel like with Instagram making the world so much smaller, and I'm not blaming really nothing on Instagram because it's still what you choose to do at the end of the day. But like Instagram making the world so much smaller and like everybody, everything being so connected, and you not really knowing what's real or fake, they don't have that line of like reality and like, you feel me, and like everything else. Like we knew GTA was fake, so I knew, God bless you, I knew like I'm not gonna go do this. Like, in reality, I
just
want to
doing this
keep my
shit
car
'cause-
clean. You feel me? But
Yeah.
we knew that, nigga. Now it's like they're seeing it, and that's all that matters. Like, oh, I'm seeing, I can go do this shit.
And I used to want to blame them, but I can't even blame them because if we had the same shit they had at our age, bro, we would have been wilding out too, I think. But maybe not to
don't
their
think so,
group.
bro.
No, I think we would have been
I
wilding.
think it was different, bro.
We would have been wilding.
We're the last of the generation that, I know y'all heard the saying, it's cliche, but the microwave generation, we're the last of the generation that went hunting for food.
Yeah, that's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So think about it. When we used to be outside when we was younger,
We made
we had
shit
to
last.
either go. We
yeah.
either had to go knock on your door.
We was just talking
or
about
we
that
had to
last
Yo,
episode.
we outside, or
Yeah.
you look out your window.
You
see
make that.
everybody
You make
outside.
that $2 or $3 your moms gave you
bro.
last the whole week.
I'm
nigga.
against that.
Now
You get mad shit.
Now think about it, bro. People be outside. They on live streams. So you feel like you outside with them. You ain't outside with them, though, bro.
Gotta go. You don't gotta do nothing.
You know,
what I'm
I'm in the spot with my man's right now because he's posting it.
This
But
shit
it's
is,
crazy.
you see what that shit is like. Do I want to go there now? Nah,
Nah.
I already seen that shit.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, that shit is fire, bro.
Yeah.
Got an easier
It's-
way to making money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I will
that,
say one thing though, as private as we were growing up, I feel like if we weren't, I think we would all be rich right now.
Yeah.
I'm talking
So,
like
so
like
this,
the, like
yeah,
the shit
this
we
is
were
perfect.
doing, like
This is
like
perfect,
like even
'cause
like
this shit goes into
'cause,
even on next.
yeah,
shit.
I've
Go
known
ahead.
all of y'all for mad long, but like I'm knowing you my whole life, knowing the shit that we got into, the shit that we did.
Yeah, yeah.
If we had an Instagram,
Would've been
nigga,
up.
if I had a phone where I could just do this and be on live,
We'd
Bro,
influencers.
yeah.
We'd the
Bro.
first ones.
So before,
Before they carried the turn for it, we'd have been
bro.
Nah,
before y'all go that far, that
Nigga,
goes
I would
into
be
the
up
next
right now,
the
bro.
next topic, which was obviously like you mentioned, you know, you like to watch shit with realities and shit like that. Yeah, I watched what is it, Black Mirror? That does like the weird show, the weird episodes and shit like that.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't.
Y'all watch
I
that
didn't
shit?
tap in yet.
Black Mirror, no.
I didn't tap in yet.
That shit is tough. So it's basically they do like abstract episodes and shit of like fake shit that happens or shit that really happens in the world. So it'd be like an episode where like I think it was the shit where the niggas playing a video game in the future and they going into the video game. He ends up on the other side because he's playing with another nigga, but they playing like men and female in the video game.
Okay.
But it's basically like he's leaving his job. He's not paying attention to his at home life to
Okay.
play the video game because
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
game he does whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
Feel me? So this goes back to what y'all talking about with Instagram and all of that stuff. Do y'all feel like social media is gonna take our youth on a downhill decline, or upward as far as like their growth and how they do things? And
I feel like it's one of those things that's like a catch-22. It's like damned if you do, damned
Damn
if
if
you
you
don't.
don't.
You know,
like it's gonna be here.
I'm personally watching kids who are like tapped in with athletics and all of that, and I'm watching how far it's propelling their personal careers. You know, like
helps in a
like if
certain
social media was around when we was young, like
A lot of niggas
I'd have
would
went
be,
to
yeah.
my top schools
A lot of
easily. You
niggas,
get what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like because I'd have been able to promote those things. For those kids who aren't managing it well or don't have no one overseeing it, those are the kids that's going to take.
So
the
now,
downhill
yeah,
decline,
on the
'cause
de-
those
on
are
the
kids that's
decline.
being raised by social media.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So on a
Like-
decline, as in like kids are.
more of an in-between thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. But that's what I'm saying. So on a decline,
Are
obviously.
you asking like for like the majority?
Yeah, I'm saying like, and by the future, do y'all think like like we'll be going downhill? By
I'm
the
guessing.
future, or
I'm
up-
guessing for the
upward?
ones that really like.
Because we could say right now, like shit is looking bad. Like we could say that right now.
Yeah, but-
Instagram's fucking shit up. It's doing bad. But like, do you think people will eventually grow out of that and realize like, all right, this shit is not real, or do you think it's just gonna keep getting worse?
I think the ones with common sense, yeah.
I think
Not that's even another. You
Common
could
sense
keep
is not
going.
common.
Yeah, like, do you think people run out of that common sense at some point?
I mean, if you're yourself, then no.
I don't know.
I mean, because people on social media sometimes don't be acting like themselves,
Yeah,
or
that's
trying to
what
be
I'm saying.
something that they're not.
I'm a pretty optimistic person.
So you think it could get better?
Nigga, I see fucking palm trees in the hood. You heard? Like that's just the way I look at life. So
mean, that's
in all
cool.
honesty,
That's good.
I think that in the long run, I think we'll be fine, bro. I think it's about balance.
Think we'll be
and
fine?
I think we'll be fine. And it's about balance. And I think
In what-
everything
in what
good,
aspect?
when everything good comes bad. Like
Yeah. In what aspect though do you think we'll be fine? Like, because like I said, we could all agree that right now is kind of nasty. But
what is nasty though exactly?
I'll
I'm
say-
saying the influence social media has on
On the-
people's everyday lives, like relationship wise,
I think so.
career wise.
So to go with what you're saying, I think at some point, the real motherfuckers, like the people that are really living their real life the same way it's on Instagram, I think is gonna realize like, oh shit, y'all be thinking that these motherfuckers that be up here lying be telling the truth, and I
Yeah.
think that at some point, enough is gonna be enough, and it's gonna be like, yo, bro,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you feel
So
me?
do
Like,
y'all think that's what I was saying?
know-
Like,
I think we're gonna be solid. We heard it when we was younger.
yeah, I think we'd be good.
The children are the future. The children are the
Yeah.
future, right? I think we're gonna be good.
so we gonna
What
get to
it-
you
what it
because you
is-
work with these little motherfuckers.
Me too. Me too.
All right,
so
yeah.
what it is, like my present 9 to 5, I'm in Curtis High School working. You know,
Okay,
like, so
okay.
like
You're in the heart of it.
what it is, like just think about this.
Mhm.
We just said like these kids are exposed to more and more. and
Yeah, they
more
hate
and
you
more
at
and
school,
more
don't
and
they?
more.
They
Now
probably
love me.
They love you,
They love
but then
me.
you go
be
coach
trying to
at
school
Conville.
them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh,
So we
yes.
gotta put a pin in that.
I'm sorry. I just.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I just was thinking. I was like, they probably hating him
We
now.
gotta put a pin in that.
Yeah.
So this is the first
Yeah.
official segment that it's been like aired outside of like my,
Yeah.
you know, like so it's not really in the.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
It's
they
not,
don't
it's not
really
in the
know.
world yet, you know.
Okay,
like,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, y'all heard it here first. Well, that's a fact podcast. We got the breaking
That's a
news for y'all.
fact. But nah, pun intended. But now, like I feel like we're only seeing the bad apples.
Okay.
You know, like so, like we're not. And then think about it, like take it with a
We're
grain.
not seeing
Take it
the
with a grain of
good,
salt.
yeah.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly.
Just think about all the other things kids are being exposed to. Like, listen, I legit, like, I'll be training and stuff. I legit be on my, I have two pages. I got my business page and my personal one. On my business page, per
You want to
se,
drop those real quick so they good? You
yeah,
know.
my Instagram is LoneStar_legend. Everything spelled correctly. I'm a stickler for spelling. And my personal page is I run a fitness. I'm partnered with one of my long-term coaches with a business. It's called BMJ. Back of my jersey, what it stands for. It started as athletic-based training. But outside of that, the main purpose for him starting it, because I was one of like the first people who started under it, it was to have a conversation
Okay.
with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The young men. Pretty much the standpoint is you change the man, you change the land. So how do you do that? You start with the younger generation.
And that's Bali, right?
So the business page is BMJ_legend. Everything's spelled correctly.
Y'all go follow that man.
Facts. Right,
Heard it here, bro. You know what he's doing.
But yeah, on my business page, right? Speaking on Instagram, on my business page, last September I got hit by a car biking.
Okay.
After I got hit by a car, like I was shut down. I couldn't work out, couldn't do nothing. I jumped up to like 210. Carrying that weight, dealing with mad aches and pains. After that, I started focusing solely on mobility. Like, I don't work out the same way as I used to work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I go to the gym right now, I will never go over 225 on anything, whether it's deadlift, clean, whatever, no matter what. Most of the stuff is really functional. I do more dumbbell work now than I ever did in my life.
So for the viewers that may not understand what that actually means or does, just give them a little, like, what that mobility as opposed to.
Like, mobility, think of mobility and think of longevity. I had a grand uncle. He lived he was in his 90s. He didn't start using a cane until like the last couple of years of his life. So seeing that growing up, I was like, I can't be an old man with a cane. You know what I'm saying? So think of mobility and think of longevity. Think of being able to sustain just regular everyday functional movements, right? So I just started focusing more on those things. A lot of the things that I focus on and implement now in my workout regimen, I got from Instagram. Like, I won't lie to you. You know, like, I got from Instagram.
That's crazy.
Like, there's people who be on Instagram giving recipes. There's people who on Instagram showing you legitimately how to build things, do it yourself projects. Like, so Instagram legit, it's
a good and a bad.
It's YouTube on steroids. You know how they call YouTube University, because you can go there and learn
go to
anything,
YouTube,
right? It's YouTube on steroids because it's right there. You don't have to go through a search engine and like think about what it is you're looking for. As you just scrolling down your page based off of the algorithm is based off what you like. So if you liking a bunch of nonsense, that's all you're gonna see all day.
That's what I was gonna get to too.
It's based off what you like. So
it's like
remember, I mean that makes sense.
Remember we was all on Facebook, and then remember Facebook got toxic, everybody's favorite word now, and it was like, yo, this is too much, it's too much, it's too much. You gotta it's really who you follow though. What are you following? What are you looking at?
What do you like in that?
Yeah, like, you feel me? If you liking a bunch of women, your explore page is gonna be a bunch of women. If you liking a bunch of sneakers, your explore page is gonna be a bunch of sneakers. You feel me? So it's like, what are you watching? I think that's a part of dieting that we don't really take into consideration a lot of the time. The shit that we looking at and seeing every day.
Yeah.
So like I said, I think in the long run, I really do think we'll be good. Because remember, going back to what we said before, we got today. There's a bunch of young millionaires.
So
look at what
now,
COVID did. People that came out of COVID working for themselves.
Now, that's the thing though. At some point, it's gonna switch up. It's gonna be watered down. It's gonna be, because not everybody could do it. You feel me? So, like, at what point? Like, what do you think happens at that point? Like, do we go back to how it was, or do they find another way, or like what?
I think there comes a new normal, like we're realizing now, and I think that we adapt. We learn to pivot. That, like you just said, everybody can't do it, but shit, we get a lot further at working together. So if I got my own business, you got your own business, no matter what it is. But if we collaborate and I'm coming to you like, yo, I sell sheets and you
sell mattresses.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, yo, let's find a way to let's do that.
Let's sell them together.
You feel me? Think about how many companies there are out there, bro. There's no reason why we can't all get money.
I'm gonna piggyback on that point too, but in regards to, I don't think there's ever gonna be a new normal.
So you think this is it? Like,
no, it's just gonna keep evolving.
Keep going.
Like, we're here now because this is the now, but like, it's not gonna be like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be like that forever.
Let's think about it. If we just let's just focus on social media. When we were all younger, most of us didn't even have computers in our houses. Let's
That's
be
a
real.
fact.
I used
We was-
to,
we
at a-
was
at a
fighting to
point-
get on
at a
AIM.
point-
Library.
At a point in my life, legit, I had to go to the library to do my
That's a
projects or
fact.
whatever,
Facts.
right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Let's fast forward. I finally get a computer in the
I used to
household.
hate that shit, bro.
Finally get a computer in the household. We got dial-up, right? Now you interfering with the phone line, right? So everything keeps going up, right? We get on AIM, right? After AIM, I don't know if people really remember. This is for when we was younger. It was the high school kids that had it. They had Skonex.
Skull next. I knew he was going to say it. I knew he was
We
going
got
to
some
say it.
energy out of me, man.
Skull next. Oh my God.
They had
We got some
Skonex.
energy.
After Skonex, it was MySpace. After MySpace, it was Facebook. After Facebook, they dropped Twitter. Twitter was out. Then Twitter was Instagram. You got what I'm saying? Like, so it keeps going up. There's gonna be something else.
Hey, yo,
in the
shout out
next-
to
I'm not
Tumblr.
sure when it's gonna happen. Tumblr, I love
Yeah,
Tumblr.
shout out to Tumblr.
I think I ain't gonna lie. I
fuck
think
with
not to
Tumblr.
cut you off, I think Tumblr was really it. Honestly, like that was like
that shit
It
makes
just didn't
sense.
have enough
display your
traffic,
art.
I
that's
think,
why.
yeah, I think it should have stayed like that. But like, obviously, you know, like you said, everything evolves. Everything.
yeah.
They started adding mad Instagram like features. So
And that, so all of that, right? So something else is gonna come.
Yeah.
We don't know when,
or
right?
what? Yeah.
Something else is gonna
We
come.
could be
So
the motherfuckers
it's
to do
gonna-
it.
It's gonna keep facts.
true.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's gonna keep evolving. It's gonna keep evolving. Like life can't stay the same. It's
Nah,
never
of
gonna be
course not.
stagnant.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course
like
not.
I just said that second is gone. Now I'm in a new second. I'm saying something else, right? It's gonna keep turning.
and like what you were saying earlier too about like going back and doing like prequels and stuff like that. You know, history repeats itself as long as you're allowed
Yeah,
to.
that's a fact.
And as we're the nostalgia feeling you get from watching like Lightyear or us watching Dragon Ball Z or watching
But that's the
Snowfall
thing,
and shit,
though.
right?
Go ahead, finish.
Doing all of that, I feel like if we say right now, if we wanted to go back into like doing the shit that we was doing when Tumblr was out, we can make our Instagrams on some like Tumblr shit and give people that kind of like feeling. We could stay there and do that, and that's new to young kids.
But this is what I'm saying. So now this goes back to the point being made where like you introduce something to these young kids that might have happened already, and they're like, nah, I'm not fucking with that shit. Like even like the Game of Thrones shit. Let's say down the line, Game of Thrones is the greatest show ever in history. Down the line, you go, yo, y'all ever seen Game of Thrones? Them little niggas is like, nah, what the fuck is Game of Thrones? I'm not
I
watching
think
that
I
shit.
think it depends on how it's presented to them. Niggas is wearing BBs again.
Yeah. I think it's just certain
Baggy
shit.
clothes is
Another
coming
thing
back.
is the influence.
losing
The
me.
influence.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
the influence.
I think it's how it's presented. If the
Yeah.
people that they're looking at or they deem are cool are
Are
doing,
doing it,
then and that's what I'm talking about with when the people that do influence that's on social media when they
I'm
maybe
just concerned because
come
the things that they think is cool right now, like the
but we
people
but
that
we
they
but
think
we
is
thought certain
cool, I
things
don't
was
know.
cool when we was young. That
No,
really
old heads
probably
just-
isn't cool.
History repeats itself. The old heads used to look at us like,
You
what?
old head now,
What are you
nigga.
talking about?
I'm a fucking old
Get that
head,
away from
brother.
me,
Yeah, you feel me?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like,
I just
it's
think
gonna
that-
go around and around.
I just think that one thing we shouldn't do is like he's saying. One thing we should not do is stay stagnant. You gotta evolve, bro. You gotta pivot.
Gotta move with the times,
You staying on your morals and shit though. Of course, like if it's something that's not you, it's not you. But you gotta pivot, bro, or you're gonna be stuck in 2010. You don't want to be the nigga stuck in 2010.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact.
I know a lot of niggas stuck in 2010.
And the next thing you know, you spin the block on 2010, right?
Yeah, but you still stuck.
you still
in
stuck
2010.
into like I've
You
been
not
doing
stuck in-
this shit, and niggas
Yeah.
don't even care.
Yeah, you feel me? You're not stuck in. It's not 2022, and you bring in 2010 to 2022.
that's a fact.
You just stuck
You
in
just
2022.
stuck in 2022.
Like you feel me?
And that.
So I mean,
to piggyback real quick, remember you mentioned the business aspect, right? Selling sheets, he got mattresses, right? I legit met a family like that.
but they
was-
all
it was-
isn't
it
that
was
the
four-
niggas you was telling me about?
It was
That niggas
four
know.
brothers. Nah. That's something. I don't think it's the same thing. It was four brothers, right? I believe all of them were Italian.
Never mind. That's not
The one was a contractor, right?
that. Niggas did everything.
One
I already know.
one did electrical work, one did plumbing work, and I believe the last one was like a realtor.
That
So
shit
the
is all
contractor will
same
go
shit.
get the
I
land,
seen some
survey
shit
the
like
land.
that the other day
you know what I'm
too.
saying?
That's how you
Build
do
on the
it, bro.
land.
The husband,
his brother comes and does the
yeah, I
electrical
seen
work.
that
His
shit.
other brother comes, does plumbing work,
then
and
I
the
sell
last
it
one
for
sells
had,
it.
somebody had to have
Everybody
seen that
eats.
video. That shit went viral like a month
Everybody
ago,
eats.
where it was a
That's
husband
some
and a
Jackson
wife.
5 shit.
The husband's like a lawyer slash
That ass.
divorce lawyer,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the wife is like she does like the oh man, she decorates the houses. She's something else, but basically they asked them like, why do y'all do it like that?
Yeah.
She's like, because people always get divorced, right?
Yeah.
And then people always buy a house, right?
Yeah.
So we just do both.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So now they the only ones in that fucking town
and
that's
then-
handling all the divorces
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
of the like y'all just moved into the crib.
Like, and to speak on that, y'all easily could do that because y'all already doing it. Like y'all run a podcast
Yeah, that's a
as a
fact.
collective, right? The issue now is the reason why we don't see more of that is we got too many leaders.
That's a fact.
Everybody want to be top dog. Everybody want to be top dog.
See-
But you could be top dog in your lane.
No, yeah.
Like, boy, you do
that's what I'm saying.
sheetrock,
And
you
that
the best sheetrock.
Exactly.
You
See,
know,
the problem with that is the problem with that is everybody. I don't think we have too many leaders. I think we have too many people that want to be leaders. Because a
That
leader
too.
know
Yeah.
sometimes I got to take the back seat,
I just-
or I
I
can
just
learn
tweeted
from
that the other
somebody
day.
else. You feel me? Yeah, like
Legit, just
like
tweeted
if
that the
if
other day.
I'm a leader, I can lead by example by listening. If
Yeah.
X know more than me, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
If he know more about the
you got-
situation,
there's
I'm gonna shut
no-
up.
yeah.
If
Right,
B
vice
know more about the
versa.
situation,
Yeah.
I'll shut up. It's, you feel me? If we, like you saying, as a
But
collective,
like he said,
there
as
is
the
no-
leader, you'll say, I know what I know, but y'all might have, you
No,
know,
yeah.
y'all inputs and ideas to learn, teach me some shit. Maybe I don't know, you know. Like, nigga, you look at any leader, them niggas is always biting on somebody else. But
Not a right
yeah,
line, bro.
we
Speaking on
skipped
that,
you real quick. We're gonna get back to that. But you work with the kids, B. What you think, bro? Like, we doomed or we got a little hope somewhere?
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot with them, bro. Cause with kids, bro, I don't know. They make like, I be like, yo, bro, y'all want to go and play steal the bacon? I'm like, nah, we want to play Roblox. We want the laptops. I be like, yo, y'all don't want to go outside and do something like in terms of like physical activity. Like, nah, we want to sit down and play with the
the video
laptops.
games.
Yo, if you think about it, if you give a 1-year-old a tablet, they know how to use that shit already.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They know how to FaceTime. I'm looking
So
at
now
babies.
going back to what Khalifa was saying, do you think that's a good or a bad thing? Because now would you say kids are more advanced?
They're definitely more advanced, but that's because they
So wouldn't that be a
they're
good
giving a
thing?
lot of stuff. Not to think about it. When
Think
we
they acted too old for their age.
you know what I don't like being publicized sometimes. I don't like the school shooting stuff. Some of that stuff I don't like that being. I know people have to know about it, but like I don't, because it gives kids like, oh, word, he can do that because they bullying him. Think about it. I was getting bullied.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see.
Come on, bro. Like I said, being African, you was hearing Africans shooting up the school because of getting bullied. Nah, feel me?
Yeah, but why?
That's because think about it. I didn't have to go on Instagram. I didn't have the power to have a phone and go on Instagram like, oh, African booty scratch. It was just up in your face. You feel me?
But I'm saying no, not that. Why I'm saying why didn't you turn around and now do the extra shit?
To a
I don't
certain
even think it
extent.
was that.
I
I
don't
think
even
you
think it
knew
was
better.
that.
I knew
Yeah,
better,
you
and
knew
they had
that.
tougher. You had to have like, feel me?
At the end of the
Tougher
at the
skin,
end of
yeah,
the day,
bro.
at the end of
But
the
that's
day,
what I'm saying. Like, what we mentioned in the previous episode is that we're probably the greatest fucking generation.
We are.
or
Yeah.
what. That's why I'm saying, like, me personally, I feel like the way shit is going, I don't know, man. Don't get me wrong. There is a lot of kids that's, they go in the right direction. But I feel like for the majority, for the masses, like, it's bad, bro. Like, it's bad. Like he said, there's certain shit that's broadcasted to them that they really might not have to see, even going back to the movies where, the other side is being broadcasted to kids that have no fucking idea what's going on. And they're just looking at the shit like, nah, this
That-
might be cool. Or this
that-
might be.
don't bother me that much. What bothers me when it comes to the kids seeing that is when they do it when they sexualize kids.
Okay.
Like if it's an adult, then
yeah.
then
But
maybe
that's
you
what I'm
shouldn't
saying.
let your kid watch
they're
it or
making
whatever.
it more normal to do stuff
But when
like
you
that.
sexualize the kids, like I was talking about in Proud Family, like little homie is now
like a girl.
yeah. But when we was kids, we knew he was flamboyant as hell.
You waited
and it was
till
like, yo,
he got
might be,
yeah,
but whatever. You didn't have to tell us.
And then when he finally came out, you know, you like, nah, we knew that.
yeah.
It's what
But
it was.
now it's like he's just boom. It's like damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But what I would say,
yeah.
the common theme that we all got here is that we're in the best generation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So the reason why I also think the kids are safe is because think about it, the best generation too are gonna have
teach them.
kids.
Yeah, to teach them.
You get what I'm saying? The
But
best
that-
generation is gonna
it's
have
just
kids.
weird,
the kids
bro,
who
'cause
already
it's like-
the kids who are already out.
They're
out.
not from us.
They're out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you're right.
saying?
The kids
but
that-
when,
the
but
kids
when
that
you
he's
start
teaching-
having kids or I start having kids, you know, like
So now it
I'm
goes
raising
back
a
in the
little
circle
one right
because
now.
once they have kids,
Exactly.
we back to fucking square one.
Exactly.
But-
and that's
but-
where I think we're gonna be good at.
That makes
It
sense.
comes-
That's
it
a
comes-
good way
it
to
comes
put
from
it.
the
The
That's
kids
that-
that's in Curtis
that's a
right
good way to
now,
put it, man.
ain't our kids.
That's a fact.
Those kids even.
So we got a wave of kids that are gonna
That's
miss
the
it, you
bad
know.
apple,
But also,
you know.
like we had a generation right before us that was
That
like
was missing
thinking
the
that they
picture.
wanted to be in
Nigga,
the
crack
streets and all of
babies.
that. Like you
Our
know,
parents, where they thought
Exactly.
there's
They
one
had it
way
all
to do
figured out.
things. There's
so
and
many
next thing you
things.
know, there's millionaires all over the place. Like, man,
Like-
we don't even got to go to school. What
You know
the
what
fuck
I'm
was you
saying?
talking
Like-
about?
Bro, to the era
Word.
of house phones, bro.
legit.
Think about house phones. Think
Yeah,
about
that's a
how
good way to
information
put it,
used to
man.
be traveled around. Nigga, it used to be to the point that you remember niggas getting on three-way like, yo, hold on, I'm a mute you so you don't hit. It's mad shit that our generation has that this generation will never like understand. Which is not like I said, some of it is not to their fault. Feel me? But even when you try to bring it to them and let them know, like, yo, like I tell a lot of kids now with the phone, I tell them like, yo, they be like in second grade with an iPhone 13 plus. I'm like, what? I'm like, I didn't get a phone till I was in like 7th to 8th grade. I had a flip phone.
See, now, like I said, there's a good and bad to everything. The flip side to that is, God forbid something's going on in the school building.
I feel like
could
there's
call my
more
mother.
shit going on.
You feel me? Think about all of the
So
school
I
shootings
get
we
it in a
seeing.
sense.
Nigga, if my second grader has a phone and the cops aren't responding like
I'm
they
in
should,
the building.
yeah,
Yeah,
yo,
that's
dad,
a fact.
I'm
yo,
gonna figure
mom,
it out. I'm gonna fix
here.
it.
Like, it's
But
shit
now,
going on.
but now,
Minimum,
now-
I'ma
but
get
now-
my
but
kid
now
out.
look what else your kid got on their phone. They got TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah, that's why I go
Snapchat.
back to social media. Is like
It's
a lot of
balance,
shit you can't control either. It's I don't know. It's
You know, as
See-
kids,
see,
they got
it's a double-edged sword.
curiosity.
You can control it. You can control it. You can control it. Like me and my lady, we got a little one. He has an iPad.
Mm.
Feel me? He just turned 5. Cool. His iPad has a screen set, like it's a timer
The
on it,
screen
like
time.
it locks. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean
saying?
there's shit like that. Yeah, we
As the adult, you have to manage it. You have to micromanage.
That's people
You
with
have
sense.
you have to.
You have to.
You
You
have
have to. And I feel like what it is that we have a lot of single parent households.
Yes.
where they can't manage everything.
The way the world is set up now, like most people have to work 2
See,
jobs.
that's what I'm saying. Though. So like all around, this shit is just normal. Like the single parent households, the broken homes, the toxic relationships, all of this shit is just it's so normal.
It's
so
okay.
cool.
It's okay because the greatest generation is here to save the day, bro. And
That's
we
it.
are the niggas breaking the generational curses.
To a certain extent.
We dummies.
Because I told you, some of these little niggas don't want to talk. They don't want to get OG. They don't want to be
No, yeah,
told
that's a
shit.
fact.
But
I
they
be trying to
OG.
tell them. I be trying to tell them like regular shit. They be like, man, I don't want to hear what you talking
But
about.
once again, it depends on who it's coming from. Now,
Yes.
if you were the father, it would be perceived
different.
differently.
It'll be perceived
If
differently.
their mom or their pops was saying the same shit you saying, the most that it would probably be like, all right, I heard this already. We was hearing
Same
that.
shit
We was
we
doing
was
that. We was
doing.
kids. All
Yeah,
right,
I
like,
heard
get
it.
it.
I
I
know.
get it. Like, all right. But they don't want to hear it because they're not hearing that. So it's like, nigga, you're not about to tell me this
Yeah.
shit. Nobody in my crib is telling me that.
And a
You
lot of
bugging.
their OGs are the same age as them, believe it or not.
That too. Yeah,
That's a fact.
They older
Like, you're not
brothers.
they
or
OG.
they-
Yeah, like
They don't look at you as an OG. You could just clear that up
Shit's
right now.
tough.
Just clear that up right now. Like
And-
none of us here are OGs to them.
And to be
We don't
honest,
do the
too,
same thing they do.
think about it. I told you it was to the point that back in the days, like you could have somebody that's gonna pull you to the side and tell you like, "Yo, little homie, you doing this, that, and the third wrong." I told you I can't. I'm scared to tell a little nigga like, "Yo, bro, you wilding out." And he like, "Fuck you mean I'm wilding out?"
Nigga throw the
Who-
Frank at
yeah,
you.
yeah, I told you, and there's
Hey, this is a nigga with no patience. So
there's
little
been
nigga throw
there's
Frank at him,
been
bro.
situations. There's been situations where I work at with these kids where I tell them, I
gotta
say,
up
"Yo, I let them know. I ain't gonna hold you. That's why.
You gotta up it.
That's why certain shit I had to change my image a little bit because they was looking at me as an equal. Because you know I wear the same shit they be wearing. They're like, hey, this nigga just an equal. So I'm like, little nigga, I'm not y'all equal, bro. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you not having your father in your life and everything like that, but I try to like mentor y'all how I would want to be mentored when I was younger. I'd be like, yo, you good? How you doing in school? Do this. I give you $100. They're like, nigga, $100, nigga. What you want me to do with $100? I'm like, what?
Bro.
Yeah, but you got to keep fighting a good fight, bro.
Yeah, so.
Pay it
But
forward.
speaking on what y'all said, like he could attest to it because rest his soul, my uncle, his pops are best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember being young and like we in Park Hill, we around the Trey Pound era, being Blood, being Wolfpack, whatever it was that was going
Black
on,
Mob.
like all of that was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll never forget. I was in elementary school. We was all jacking JCF. I come out. My parents moved us from Park Hill. We was living on the side block in West Brighton. Always come back. I never hung out in West Brighton. We used to always come to Park Hill to hang out. Bruh, yeah, Trey Pound this, Trey Pound that. Bandanas. We outside. Black bandana. I'll never forget. Ironing and all of that. Yeah. See
I
Jewels and
remember
them
the time,
get their
that
joint
time,
right.
and niggas was
Always
really
had a
ironing
Yeah,
with
last time I told you I had
Always-
a bandana with my middle name on.
Yo, always had the five points on there, whatever the case
Yeah,
may
you
be.
gotta
Really
fold it a
thinking I'm really
certain
about that
way.
life, right? Bro, my uncle used to see me and
Laugh
be
at you.
on timing. Oh, this is what you
Oh,
want?
yeah. I know what you're saying.
You want to be in the streets?
Watch
This is
it,
your end, like, you know, like, and check it right there at the door.
Yeah.
And
now was he
confiscate
really-
my
he
flag.
was doing
and
that,
take
though.
my flag. What you gonna do about it?
He was doing that though, like he
Yeah,
was on that time.
but-
So he was just checking you, basically, like you sure this
me,
is what
my,
you want to do.
our circle, like whoever, like,
And
That's-
you
see,
wouldn't,
that's-
you wouldn't
that's
even know
that
he was
shit, though.
around. That was a
so
crazy.
that's
so
that shit.
so and like he was outside. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
But he knew
that's
like
what
this is not what you
that's
want
what
to
the
do.
generation now is missing. That's outside.
I see. what
They
you're saying,
OGs
yeah.
ain't checking it. You get what I'm saying? They quote unquote OGs, whoever
they
they
not
looking
really-
up to.
yeah.
Like our OGs had morals. They had
had
code.
rules, they
Like don't get
had
it twisted. Yeah, they in the
codes.
street doing grimy stuff, whatever the
Yeah,
case may
but
be.
they had
But
a
it's
code.
like we don't do certain things around women and children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was talking about the other day, that
Nor are we
these little
condoning.
niggas,
We're not condoning
they don't
our
wanna
little
follow
our
the
young ones to
code.
follow the streets. You know, like nah, get out of the streets. Go
they,
far from it.
they like you said, they feel like everybody's equal to them.
I
So
feel like,
like
this,
now,
I feel like they're still there, but it's just that they don't want to listen.
Nah, it ain't there.
nah, it's not.
Bro,
there.
it's
it's
think
not
about it.
there.
In some
bro.
places
not
it's there.
It's not there.
Our
bro.
and on the East Coast, it's not there, bro. It's lost.
That's what I'm saying.
not there,
That's why I
bro.
said
Because
some places.
instead of checking shit, niggas are just recruiting niggas to do shit
Yeah, bro.
that
It's
they don't
not
want to
there,
do
bro.
themselves. So y'all could do.
It's
Like,
not there because it's just normal every day. Like for you to say it's normal for a little nigga to go stab somebody, go shoot somebody,
not
and like
normal
yeah,
at
all
all.
right, whatever. That's the Bronx or that's Brooklyn or that's Quinn. Nah, bro, that shit is not normal, bro. The niggas got rules, like he's saying. There's rules to the shit, but these little niggas, bro,
It ain't no rules.
But I'm not
They
gonna lie
don't
to
got
you.
no
Going
rules.
back, because you know I did work with children, bro. Them same little like 57 kids, no matter what they doing right now, if they see me, nigga, they gonna pick their pants up.
yeah, that's a fact.
Give me a yo, what's up? You good? Yeah. Why you? Yo, I'm sorry, big bro, my fault. Like, if they smoking, they gonna put the L out, nigga. Like, you feel me? But that's cause I was with them. Like, I don't know what grade you be working with, but and that's just not saying it's just after school, but that's just after school. I was in the school with them from pre-K, kindergarten, and they now in high school and shit. You feel me? So now when I see them, it's still the same shit. Not saying that they not doing certain shit that's wrong, but there was people when we were younger that no matter what we was doing, if we was playing around, our pants was down some shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, if I seen, nigga, I'm picking my pants up.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
If niggas see my grandfather, no matter what they was doing, if they
Papa
was
G, rest his
cursing,
soul.
they was going, oh, I'm sorry, my fault. Papa G, I ain't mean to curse.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's just you gotta keep fighting a good fight, bro. You're not gonna get through to everybody.
Nah, I know that.
I would say what we missing. Speaking on the school, because I was like I said, I'm working in the high school. Speaking on the school, I'll say what we're missing is in our inner cities, right? So let's just say I'm at Curtis, right? And most of the kids that's in Curtis the ones that zone for Curtis are coming from New Brighton, right? Most of the kids come from New Brighton. We know they look like us, right?
Yeah.
So in those types of schools, we need more staff and administrators that look like
them.
us, right? Cool. We know that probably won't happen in the next whatever, right? But now, the ones that are in there that look like us, like he said, he had to switch it up. I didn't understand it when I first got to Curtis because I was coming there, you know, I'm a cool grades, like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but now you know,
but I didn't understand it, and instead of like the hierarchy, right, the staff members that were above me explaining it from that standpoint, they kind of try to single us out.
They sponges. They were gonna pick up whatever.
They kind of try to single us out, like, oh, yeah, here, take these staff shirts. Now, the people who look like me in the group that look like me, we the only ones that gotta wear staff shirts. Like, so in my head, like, I took it like you just trying to single me out or really micromanage me. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
you know, but you know, hindsight's always 20/20. Now seeing it, it's like, nah, it puts you in a stance where, like he said, once he switched it up, they started to understand that we aren't equals.
Yeah,
you know, like I'm young. When I started working at Curtis, I was what, 24.
Yeah, because when
you
do that, like, when you do that, like,
19.
that friendship shit, that's where the respect kind of goes out the window.
But the thing I would say is that, I had my run-ins with a couple kids that, you know, want to be disrespectful. Yeah. But now they see me, it's up. It's always love, you know? Like, and I always speak to them from a stance where I don't treat, because I'm in the high school level, I don't treat them like that. You're not a child. Because once this is over, once this little 4-year gap is over, you're in the real world. You're an adult. So I don't treat you like that. Disrespect, I have real conversations with you. You feel me? Like, and then it's always about, you got to figure out, like, Tupac said it the best. Like, he said, I'm not here to change the world, but I will spark the brain that will. Well, yeah. Right? So you always got to speak to them in a stance where, like, all right, I see this is what you into. Yeah, bet. Oh, buddy backed out the Yeezys today. Oh, yeah, I see you got the Yeezys on, you know. Now I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, how your grades going? What's going on? Oh, matter of fact, do me a favor. Back out your pupil path. Let me see what's going on in there.
That's how you get them.
Oh, let me see. All right, bet. Oh, so you struggling here. What you doing to fix that? Oh, you don't got a plan? So you want to be here forever.
How you start talking to them, like,
you want a parking space here in Curtis? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, all right, bet. Next semester, spin back. Let me see what it's looking like. And it's always better now, you know? Like, so, like,
now you have a different relationship.
I feel like we also need more of us working to try to get into those systems.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's why they keep trying.
And that would change it too.
Whenever I go back,
that would change it too.
Yo, we need you back. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, that would change it.
And not because I wouldn't want to. It's just I needed to do something else to grow a little bit. You feel me? And the experience other stuff. Going back to what you were saying earlier though, when you was like, yo, I give you $100 if you blah blah blah. I think there's always a better way to do something, and I think there's probably a better way to communicate that with them though. And it's not maybe always the bread, but maybe like an experience or something. You feel me? But like maybe work your way up to saying, yo, I give you $100. You feel me? Maybe in the beginning, like, yo, bro, if you do blah blah blah, I'll take you to walk to the store with me tomorrow or whatever. And now the next time it's something different or something more and more to lead up into where it's like, if I say, yo, I'll give you $100 or even $10, it's not like you're not taking it as like disrespect, almost like, nigga, fucking me, I don't need no money. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm a little nigga, like, I don't need your money, nigga. Like, we good. We trying to say I don't got no money. Like, you trying to make fun of me? Like, type shit. Instead of that, showed up. You feel me? I worked with what they call mentally disabled children before, and the systems that you use with them, in all honesty, will work
should
with
be the
anybody.
Regular, yeah,
like
should be the regular way.
Law, like, if you do this, okay, now we working towards something. Now, if you do a certain amount of whatever it may be, all right, cool. We go for a walk for 10 minutes. You feel me? And I'm not saying that you just gotta apply it where it works. I'm not saying to give the little kids a 10-minute walk or something, but maybe give them some type of free time somewhere else, or give them something different for doing what they were supposed to be doing. When we was kids, bro, there was incentives, bro. We went on trips. These little niggas don't go on trips no more, bro.
Or you got
prizes and shit. These niggas go on trips.
Oh no,
we went on trips. Yo, bro, these little niggas, I told.
That's the after school.
That's after school.
That's not the school. I'm talking about the schools.
Oh yeah, the school. Yeah, the school. We used to go on mad. I think we used to go on like once every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, we used to go on mad
every
trips.
Friday or some shit like that.
Nigga, you know how many heroes I used to have to buy?
Yo.
Yeah, bro, niggas used to be crazy.
Speaking real fast on what you were saying about like dealing with your kids, and you still dealing with kids, like when it's up for them, like temperature high, like
Yeah.
they want to box with whoever.
Yeah.
What I found that worked for me, yo, chill. Oh, you don't want to chill? Yo, what you have for breakfast? That's serious. What you have for breakfast? Now his mind is like he can't think about being
He's
there 'cause
confused,
trying
like,
to
what
answer
the
your
fuck is
question,
this
you know,
nigga
like,
talking about?
It just switches it up. Like now he back down. Like yo,
What the
you know,
fuck is he
like,
talking about? But I had a
randomly.
bacon, egg, and
Exactly.
cheese.
He's screaming at you. Like,
Yeah,
nigga, cheese.
bacon, egg, and cheese.
Alright, let's
Nigga,
take
why you
one
asking
for
me?
another one. Like,
Like, what's your fucking
What time
point?
was that? Did you eat? You was at 7 this morning?
Yeah,
It's
that's
3 now.
bad
You want
funny.
something? You want to go? You feel me? And you
yeah.
laugh it off.
That's hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. It's always, I feel like, even when you're doing shit great, obviously there's always a better way to do something. You feel me? So it's about the approach and shit too, bro. I feel like, and you feel me? And where it's coming from.
We got Grease in the chat. He's agreeing. He's giving his perspectives. He's saying, I guess social media would be a gift and a curse. He said not just social media though. He thinks the technology and that its advancements as a whole could affect, you know, how we go towards the future. And he also agrees that people want to see people they can relate to. So
Yeah,
they
facts.
definitely want to see, you know,
When-
like you said, people that look like them, people that can relate to the things they might relate to. Even if it's shit that like maybe like at home or some shit, you know, like we all been through, you know, our own shit, so we could definitely understand sometimes. But speaking on this topic of like the kids and like getting them to trust y'all and shit like that, we could get into this next topic, right?
Yeah, let's get it.
Hopefully it's perfect because I was about to say I was the go-to guy and like
Yeah.
teachers or the principal couldn't get it's like, yo, I go to him.
Yeah, see,
And they
so
come
I
back and
get
be
it.
like,
my boy
"What
is
you do?"
trustworthy.
I didn't.
So speaking of trust, trusting people, what does it take for each of y'all to trust people, or what do y'all think it should take for a person to trust somebody?
I'll let the guest go first.
Yeah,
So for me, I live off the saying that
because that's a not to cut you off, but that obviously we know that's an issue right now with
Yeah.
trust, and
Yeah.
it goes back to social media, all that stuff. So
I live off the saying that pretty much I trust everyone until you give me a reason not
Not
to.
to trust you.
perfect,
It's just that simple for me.
perfect
It's
answer.
just that simple. But also, I feel like with trusting people, if you have a hard time trusting people, I feel like it's a lot of internal work you gotta do. You know, like you really, you either
Oh man, goddamn.
like it's a lot of internal work you got to do. It's either you have past traumas that you went through,
Exactly.
you have childhood issues that you still didn't even uncover that realized that was an issue, and then most importantly, you lack trust with self. If you really don't trust people, it's either you lack trust with self or you're really an untrustworthy person.
God damn. Yo,
You get what I'm saying?
I don't even know funny. Like I would love to answer that question, but I think he really explained it the way I do.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
like
same. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna probably have the same fucking
Yeah,
answer.
'cause-
I let people hang themselves.
when people question me as if like they can't trust me.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the times, like my rebuttal was kind of like, "Yo, do you trust yourself?" And they be like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Do you trust yourself?"
Yeah,
It's like, "Yeah, I trust myself. What does that have to do with you?" I'm like, "So why is it so hard for you to trust somebody else?" You feel me? Like, it's a saying or something that says like, we hate the things that we don't like people to do is the same shit that we do or some shit like that. Like, we
yeah,
hate, but that's because you feel me. Like if I don't believe that women can have a guy friend, chances are I'm not
I
trying to
can't
be
have
any
a female
woman
friend.
as a friend. You feel me? Like, but being that I know I have always had platonic relationships with females, I can trust and go, no, I'm not tripping. Like, nigga, I got female friends. Like, you're gonna have male friends. Like, nigga, we're human, bro. Like, it's like it's not. I don't. You think I want you to?
I get that.
Yeah, like you feel me. So that's why, like me saying earlier, like I'm optimistic and I just see the great, like the shit in the world. I think you just you project
yourself.
Yeah, you feel me?
Project yourself into the world.
into the world. Yeah, and if you fuck me over, it is what it is.
It
I
is
just know
what
how to
it
move
is.
accordingly now.
Keep
Yeah,
it
like
pushing.
that's your shit. I had to learn that part of it though. Like I've been hurt in a relationship and was thinking like, yo, what the fuck did I do wrong with blah blah? And one day I had to really sit down and go like, nigga, I'm tripping. Like I didn't do nothing, bro. Like that's not on me. That was some shit you did.
Yeah.
I
your own reasons,
I actually hate that, like, when like women expect you not to have female friends, like that's like kind of
think that's
not
childish.
normal. It's child.
Yeah,
You must
I
not
think
trust
it's,
yourself.
I think it's
and-
very like
Childish.
out of the
Insecure, too.
ordinary, like, and like you said, past traumas and shit like that. But I think it's like for you to tell a person who goes to work every day, or goes, let's say they go to the gym or they go to the library, like
I'm not
you
gonna
expect
speak to
these
the
people
opposite
to
sex.
never speak to the opposite sex, like that shit just sounds. That sounds crazy. But
Now,
what you was gonna say?
I'll say, I think that is normal for women to feel that way.
No, yeah,
the-
it's
the-
normal. It's
The reason, so I say that because,
They sneaky.
like, when you're in a relationship now, right?
mm-hmm.
And I had to learn that from being in my current relationship. Prior to getting into this relationship, I always moved like, at my own drum. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
was
do
living
what you-
life,
you do what you wanna
And then
do.
even in other relationships, I was
Yeah.
never held accountable, right?
Okay.
For certain
We
things.
visit that.
Yeah,
We visit that word a lot
yeah,
here.
yeah. I was
Accountability.
never,
Word of the-
yeah,
of
in
lifetime,
in
bro.
previous relationships, I was never really held accountable for it, right?
Mhm.
Me, I'm a free spirit. Like,
Yeah.
like I've been
Friendly,
outside with
you
my
could-
lady,
yeah.
and I'll talk to perfect strangers. Like
Yeah.
legit.
You're a personable
have all
person.
conversations
Yeah.
with them and
You're
all that, right?
personable. You can talk to
Exactly.
people. That's
So, what I have found out is that yes, you can have friends of the opposite sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now you also have to set boundaries.
of course.
Like
Of
that
course.
friend of the opposite sex. Just because it's a friend of the opposite sex, say you got a friend of the opposite sex that's calling you because they want a male perspective on things.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they want a male perspective on things, right? But now they got to know, like, yo, listen, it's a certain window that you got to contact me in. Not that
Yeah.
you being sneaky or anything, but don't call me
It's
past
just-
certain
yeah,
hours,
it's
or don't
certain
call me
shit
too
out of
early in the
respect.
day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like things like that.
Of course.
Like so. And I feel like that's what triggers it for if you're in a relationship. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, why shorty calling you right now? It don't
I
really be
see.
the
I
fact
guess,
that
yeah,
you're dealing
it's
with
different-
that
it's
you're talking
different
to your
situations,
friend.
like-
Like it be why she calling you now? Like
It's the issue with differentiating the relationships.
Exactly.
Like, all right, this is your friend, but
Yeah.
we in a
I think-
relationship.
exactly.
I think like all relationships like puzzle pieces. I think it's whatever works for you.
Yeah, but y'all gotta figure it out though.
And-
you got
and-
trials and tribulations.
And then I
man.
also think it's the way. Yeah, I get it, but I think I think it
it's
also
based on like all the time frame and
yeah. But like now, if you have a girl that I think, like I said, I think it also matters in like I said, it's always a better way to do something. So I get. Yo, damn, she called me at 2 a.m. Let's just say the wildest time, right? She's calling me at 2 a.m. But I like, all right, if you're asking me why she calling me right now, like, bro, I've been with you all day. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a better way to
or
act or go
or
about it.
you do know,
It's
like she would never do that, but like if she
Yeah, you
does,
feel
it's
me?
like
Or
it's an emergency.
Like instead of not saying that your lady or anybody does that, like, yo, why she calling like that? But instead of going, yo, why she calling like that? Yo, or like,
everything okay?
who's that, babe? Like,
Yeah.
and I say, like, oh, it's so and so. Oh, like, is she alright? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Why is she calling you? Like, you feel me? I think
There's a
that
better way
calm
to- yeah.
approach to shit. Yeah, it's the delivery, bro.
About
Like,
what you say is how you say it.
yeah, bro.
you approach
course.
me.
Yeah, if you approach me sideways,
approach
we
me
gonna
and
go
you
sideways.
I'm meeting you up. Like I'm not
Yeah,
about to
we
be
gotta
like, yo,
meet.
you like, yeah,
And that's
I'm like,
especially as a
oh, so
man,
you know
you're
what,
not.
babe?
Yeah, that's the thing though. Especially as a man, you're not. 9 times out of 10, a man, you're not gonna fold to a woman. Like if she's all the way up here, you're not about to sit down here like, oh, I'm sorry. No, you're gonna meet them up top, because obviously you're the man. So
I don't meet them with.
it also depends on the type of girl you're dealing with.
yes, I'm
too,
saying, it's puzzle
like,
pieces, but
'cause
you gotta
got
know.
the ones that
Yeah, I
don't
mean
give
that
a
goes
fuck
back to
about none of
the
that,
trauma
so-
shit
and they
and all
gonna
that
just
shit.
yell
It's
and
all depending on who you're
make a
dealing
scene,
with. But
so
Yeah, you gotta know.
That's that
You gotta
too.
know your partner.
yeah, my man right here. What you think, B? What takes you to trust people, or what do you think you need to trust people in a relationship or friendship?
And we talking about in because I got different perspectives. You talking about in relationship or just in general?
Both.
Well, in general, I feel like sometimes your friendship sometimes has to be tested.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it has to be, because if it's all, not to say we all had times where
Like I said, like shit has to happen.
yeah,
for
something
you to
has to
know,
happen
like,
to learn. All right, you know, I can really trust this person. I can really confide in this person, because when you were saying stuff about trust, I got a lot of shit. Like I don't like telling a lot of. My thing is I trust you with whatever I say or whatever you know about me, and then you using it against me. That's one thing I hate.
Yeah, that's
Like if I be like, yo, you know what, I'm not really doing good in life right now. I'm fucked up right now. Da, da, da. And then did this be one time you get mad or we have an argument, you be like, yeah, that's why you was fucked up that time. From there, that point on, I ain't gonna lie, even if me and you can be cool after that, maybe, but I will never forget that you did, because you know how people say you can forgive but never forget. Forgive me? So I really look into that. So I think friendships has to be tested. In terms of relationship, it's a whole different ball game for me. I think with relationships, again, I wasn't a person that's seen like a stable relationship at home with my parents. Feel me? So certain shit, I would think that it was okay for a man to do. I think like was a man
what?
having pride. All right,
give us an example so the people know what you mean.
I used to think when a dude comes home,
You don't got to question.
you don't got to question. You don't got. My mom's ain't questioning my pops where he been at, and I ain't gonna lie.
Now, do you think that's because of the culture, or do you think that was
Culture
just
has a lot to do with it too.
in general?
Because I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, I didn't know what the hell my pops did for work. I didn't know. Feel me?
No,
And
that was a period of time
I didn't know what he did.
Like I didn't know what that.
I remember there was one time, I kid you not, I had to be in like 4th grade.
Pops on his Tommy shit.
Yo, bro, I asked my pops.
Niggas coming
I think they was doing like a career day at school.
Rent was always paid.
Yo,
though,
bro,
right?
I asked him. I said, yo, Dad, what do you do? He slapped me. No, it's gonna sound funny, but hold on. Let me tell you why he slapped me.
Hold on.
He slapped me because I was like, yo, Dad, what do you? Because you know, as a kid, you're gonna ask you like, Dad, what do you even do? I don't never see you out. He's like, he's thinking in his mind, the people at school, like, yo, I feed you, you clothe you.
Yeah,
you're
you
not
good,
out of
right?
the,
So
don't
why
worry
you
about
questioning me?
what I'm doing. Feel me? So when he did that, I'm looking at him like, what does this nigga do? And I'm like, yo, but why did you? But
Why he react like that?
why he reacted like that? Because think about it, he's coming from Africa. Feel me?
Right.
He's bring me and my whole family. He brought me and my mom's out here on some shit to like a better life for us. Like, you know, you don't got no reason to be asking me what I do. Even though he was getting to it, however he was getting to it, it just kind of like made me look like, damn, like, all right, so
you should never question a man.
never question a man. So I used to think like, yo, when a female questioned me like, yo, why you doing? I'm like, yo, who you talking to? You know, you this. But like I said, that's certain stuff that I had to understand within myself. Like, yo, which wasn't always right. Because like I said, and my pops is a prideful nigga. I think pride a lot of times it got in the way a lot of the shit that I did too.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Because I used to think like, yo, how dare you ask me this, man? Or you
thought you was
always
right.
always had to beat your chest up and shit like that. So that's why I looked at it. I'm like, yo, bro, it's okay. I told you what's another thing too. You riding your bike, you fall on your bike. What's your first thing? What you crying for? So I then had the opportunity to sit there and cry. Or nigga, I mean, I had no time to be crying. And what they say, oh, you crying like a girl. I'm like, damn, bro. So you really not supposed to cry? And I never seen my pops cry before. So certain shit I had to learn. Like, all right, you know what? But it was bullshit at the end of the day. Feel me? Once you get older, you get your own. You go through your own morals and your own shit, and you see
So now, as far as relationships, what does that person have to give you for you to trust them? Like, what do they have to do? They gotta jump through hoops.
Bullshit when I was younger.
Oh my
Nah,
god!
you don't really gotta jump through hoops. To be honest, I feel like you just gotta come with something, bro. Like, I don't want to say come already fixed, because a lot of females sometimes they be damaged already, or they're trying to like.
We all are work in progress.
Yeah, we all work in progresses, bro.
Realistically,
And this is another thing I told you about with social media, where I feel like it kind of like screws shit up, because You could be chilling with a girl. You can chilling with your girl. She's looking on her Instagram like, oh, her other friend just got married. Her friend just got engaged. Now she's starting to look at you like, yeah, what's going on? Like, you wanna have a baby? What you waiting for? Nigga? Like, so it's like, damn, like,
yeah. I think social media. Back to social media shit. I think social media is like, it's almost like money. Like, it just emphasizes who you are. You feel me? It's not. It's a magnifying glass on you. Like, oh shit, I didn't know you was this corny. like.
So we gotta comment in the my phone. We gotta comment in the chat real quick. Adam said, so is it cool if a man calls your girl asking for relationship advice?
Is it cool? Sure. Are you asking that because you said the time?
What are you talking about? Like your girlfriend has a male friend and he's calling her for woman advice?
Yeah.
Relationship advice.
Has to be cool. If it's cool for you, it gotta be cool on the other side.
Of course.
You can't be.
But now,
there's boundaries.
Yeah.
It's so when he calling you. Now it comes down to when he calling you.
Yeah. Or even like,
what's the duration of that call?
Yeah, like, all right, y'all started off with
funny.
this, but now you asking, yo,
what you doing this weekend?
Yeah, what are we doing? Blah blah blah. Like, my nigga, how we get here? Yeah, how we get here?
But to
nigga B want to say some crazy shit.
To speak on what you have mentioned about the whole, like not being able to trust people and things like that, and then you mentioned something about like you have to experience certain things with people, right? I had said something along the lines like that to my lady. I was like, because I always personally, I've always dated with the intentions of marriage. I've only had a handful of females that I like legit let meet my parents, like things like that. Like I'm not just out here like another week I got a new girlfriend. No, this ain't that.
Can't do that. You can't do that.
I had told my lady, I'm like, yo, listen, like, we got on a conversation of marriage and things like that. Like we always think like 10 steps ahead, right? So we talking about it, building on it. I said we personally got to go through. The number is 3. I said we have to go through 3 possible life-changing experiences between you and I
to see if we can
before we can go do that.
Yeah, that's valid.
Because like these are the things like life-changing experiences. These are things that test. Like people be in that marital, what they call it, euphoria.
Yeah.
And then a year later,
shit happens, and then
because y'all was in a relationship and never got battle tested.
Yes. I told y'all I used to set shorties up. Because I know my niggas was them niggas. So come chill with me and my niggas. Let me spin off and go in the basketball court while you around in front of the building or some shit and leave you with these niggas. And let me see what's going to happen. Or see how you act. Or see what type of person you are. You feel me? Like, and then, yeah, you definitely have to be tested. That's why I think it's pretty tough for me right now in relationships and shit like that and kids and stuff. Cause,
and that goes into our next little topic too. So like, I know you're in a relationship, but you could give us some feedback on how it's going. But how's dating been for you, man? What's going on, my boy? What's the streets looking like right now?
Yo,
what's the streets looking like?
Cesspool out here right now.
I wanna go.
Cesspool out here, man.
I wanna go.
Yo,
not fit.
Nah, this is a topic that I love. Cause I told niggas, I had this conversation. I said that, yo, bro, think about back in like when we used to watch old shows and whatnot. What would a dude say to get a girl's like to, not to say to get a number, be like, yo, let me take you out to get coffee or something like that. I'm just like, what corny ass line is that? I'd like take you out to go coffee. Now think about it. If you go out on a coffee date with a girl, that's 30 minutes. Coffee is not expensive. You both are each sitting directly across from each other. 15 minutes to tell me about you, about yourself, and then you vice versa. So females look like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. Where you want to go? You want to go out to eat? You want to do an activity? But yeah, rather than you saying you don't want to waste your time fucking with somebody you don't know if you want to be, you can know if you want to be with somebody within 15 minutes of speaking with them. What kind of person they are, or what kind of person then,
or if you at least want to pursue
them, you feel me? Because I don't think about it. Do I want to waste my money.
$200.
Yeah, for you to have
$200,
for me, you have a regular ass date, or it's like you not telling me anything that we don't have any interest. Who's gaining from that? You're gaining more than I am. Because to be honest, I'm the same way you taking a risk. I'm taking a risk too. But I'm taking a risk with time, money, man, shit. Feel me? You only taking shorty's like, oh, you wasting my time, but I wasting my money.
Now you a bum ass nigga.
Yeah, but that never resonated with. So when you do all of that, it's cool. It's cool.
So what's it been like though? Be like, what's going on?
I don't know, man.
You just explain what it's like today, but what's it been like?
It's like I told you. Now it's dating. Dating is like, all right.
Shit is crazy.
How's
in general, how's your
dating going
dating?
for you? Because life's been kicking ass, but how's
niggas is single. Niggas just come on. Like I said, he's not, so he could tell us how it is for him.
Well, yeah.
Can I say one thing though? Because you just brought something up that made me remember something. So another thing I be talking about with women is like with the trust today is in shambles, bro. Like imagine we was like I say this to women like, yo, you know what niggas had to go through in the 90s, bro? I had to hope you was home when I called your phone.
Was doing a lot.
You know, now we know how busy we may be as adults, how tired we may be. Yo, imagine every time I'm off, I'm calling your phone, and you're not there. I don't get to speak to you for 3-4 days. Now when I finally get to catch you, you think the first thing they was doing was, bitch, where you was at, or like, yo, what the fuck, where you been, like, what you was doing, like, now you get that because y'all know that we're so accessible because of these phones, but it's like, just because I have free time, or like I have time where I'm not doing anything, does not mean I'm available, you feel me? But like, and I say that only to say like, I guess it's an issue, right? I have this issue where like, women may feel like I don't care to speak to them as much as they would like, right? But it's like, bro, I done had to go through times where I didn't get to speak to maybe my pops nigga for 2 years, and I couldn't control that. So I had to learn how to adapt and move like that. I don't get to see my mom or even speak to my mother every day. She live in a whole different state. I live with that every day. So if you sit here and you think for 1 second that I'm not okay maybe for not speaking to you for a day, or I'm like, oh, you was doing something, gotcha, like, bitch.
Yeah, like, this nigga's crazy.
Like that's OD,
that's
bro. Like but here's what I'm saying. Like, but to go back to what I was,
you can't even get past that. You can't bypass that.
Yeah,
shit
like bro, when they finally got on the phone, like what I was saying in the 90s, nigga, they was probably hyped. Like, yes, I got her. Yo, what you doing? How you doing? You good today? You off?
On the phone
are you available?
Hours, nigga.
Can I? Oh no, you got something? You tired? All right,
Get
so can
off
we just
my
talk?
damn phone.
Yeah, you
That's
feel me?
what
Like they were happy to even see each other. I think that a lot of times today people take other people's time for granted. You feel me? And they don't appreciate that, yo, you're spending your time with me. Nigga, because I could be doing, nigga, a million other things. Or nothing because I do shit on the regular, you feel me? Like maybe I just want to lay the fuck down by myself. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with having your own time. So that's dating for me. That's dating for me.
Yeah.
That's dating for me.
You want to go?
Looking towards that, man.
All right, Khalifa, you in a relationship as you mentioned, bro. So what's that like for you?
So
bro?
what I'll say is, first and foremost, prior to this relationship, I don't date. Right? Like I don't date. Like let's just say I'm not in a relationship. I don't date. Like I don't be outside checking for Johns. Like that's just not. You know, like if I'm like every female I've dealt with, I've had to know you.
Okay.
Like I don't believe in perfect strangers. Like that's not me. Like I don't want a stranger. Like my lady right now, I've known her since the 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? We became we grew together. We're the same age. We grew together. We both became obviously our lives took separate paths at a point. We were always tapped in.
But y'all always
you know what I'm saying? So and then also because if I like I said, I when I do finally get with someone, I'm with someone with the intent to marry. You know, so I gotta know you.
Yeah.
Even if we ain't together, I gotta know you. Like I need to know your history. You know, I don't believe in what Drea said. Like that.
That shit get deleted.
Nah. It's been there.
I think that. See, and I'm usually like that. Like, even if I think that I may be interested in somebody,
Yeah.
now I want to get to know you. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
No matter what you got going on in your
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
so that when I'm like, I'm
You know,
it's
that
lit
was
for her. You
time.
feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I do think that some of that is kind of like a downfall to our generation because we don't literally
Don't
just date.
We
So
don't
the
date.
being that we don't like, yo, I'm going on a date today with some
Nobody
joint.
does that.
You feel me?
If you want
Or-
to date, you with that person.
yeah, you feel me? So now it's like, and now that goes back to, what the fuck are you doing over there with this person?
Yeah, yeah.
Nigga, since when you do shit like that now?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
bro, it's just my friend. But it's like, y'all on a fucking date? Like, nigga, what are you talking
Never
about?
knew
Like,
none
like,
of this shit before,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
Like, what's going
How
on?
you explain how you like you really like you date people. Like I never thought of it in that way either.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
something
that shit is.
That's
That
how I
shit
usually
is.
do it. But I would like to, I ain't gonna lie, I just would like to be able to be open with somebody and really grow and,
And
build
then-
and be transparent.
Yeah.
Whether you feel me, I like it or not, whether you like it or
Yeah.
not, and if we choose to still want to, try to figure this shit out, then let's figure it out. And if not,
Mm-hmm.
there's a better way to end shit. I think another thing that we don't do well with this generation is we hold on too long, and then by the time we let go, I hate you, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
there's
you already
there's
ruined the whole
there's a better
relationship.
way to communicate and comprehend and let go. Like, yo, this shit not working out, bro.
And then I'll say too, because it seemed like y'all all got the same
Yeah,
kinda
yeah.
Nice from
outlook
kicking
on it,
ass.
right?
Shit, cool. shit, alright or whatever.
Like no matter who you get into a relationship with, she could be the perfect female in the world. You know,
Yeah.
like have like in your head, like whatever you could design the perfect female to be, she can have all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna inquire.
Yeah,
Like no matter what, even if we take it back to the past era, like I used to watch when he used to be up for my pops. Like when he came in the
He
crib.
came in the crib
'cause,
with his-
you know, his pager done went off mad times, like no return on the page, you know what I'm saying? Like so you're gonna deal with why didn't you answer or why didn't you text,
Yeah,
why I haven't
that's
spoken
a
to you.
fact.
So what I do in my own relationship is I get ahead of it.
yeah. I
Like
feel
if-
like that's the biggest.
like,
That's the
all right, bet
biggest
you
thing.
know where I'm at for my 9 to
Yeah.
5, or you know where I'm at when I'm coaching, you know where I'm at when I'm training people. Cool.
And I be
But
doing
now
that
if
shit too.
something
Like
if
big on
something
it.
changes between me leaving the house, going to do what I had to do, and
gotta
then
let them
after,
know.
it's a heads up. Like yo,
Yeah.
such and such happened.
I
I'ma
believe
be
in
here.
that. I believe in letting
know?
people know, like,
Such and such
if you're
happened,
gonna
I'ma
do
be
something,
here, you know, like,
I mean,
like
it's-
before I pulled up to this podcast,
I'm about to be here. I might
she
not.
knew
take-
about the podcast a couple days ago.
Yeah.
you know, like so
But
it's
you
not like
just
it's
ran
not
it
like
back.
between this time
Yeah.
7 to however duration it goes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here, and then I also gave her the heads up. Like, listen, I don't know how long it's gonna last. I
Mm.
see most of the episodes is about an hour long, but it could go longer. You know, like so.
We here till we here.
you know,
But that
Communicating.
That's the
but
big-
that,
yeah,
but
that's
that
what I'm saying.
transparency of allowing of doing that and now allowing them to do what they all
That's
seem
what
like
I
they want to
said.
do now, which is being like
Even
this
when it
soft
goes
era.
back
You gotta show that you can lead basically. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, that's what
like
right.
yo, I'm going to do this so where they can be
Because they
dormant
used to that.
almost. Like,
That's
yeah, so
what they
can be
used to.
calm.
They used to niggas hiding it and not saying
Yeah, you feel
nothing
me?
or not answering. So you gotta. I feel like you gotta do
and
the.
then to piggyback on what you said like earlier in regards to like as us as men, we always meet shit with the male bravado, like he said,
Yeah.
beat on the chest, right? Don't meet it with male bravado.
I was gonna say that.
Like like when my lady's up, I meet her like I'm the coolest dude on planet.
Yeah.
It triggers her, like she gets upset about it, you know. But it's like,
But it's like if
but
you
it's
do
like
the
I'm not
beat on
giving
the
you
chest,
that, you
yeah.
know. Like
Now
'cause
it's
I
like
know I'm
every
not
time
doing
I
nothing
talk,
wrong,
you
know?
wanna do the beat
Yeah.
on the chest.
I'm not doing nothing wrong, and then plus two, like yo, bros, we're always gonna lose an argument.
Yeah, that's what.
Like
My
they
grandfather
say,
told me.
the
No matter
woman
what.
is always right, quote unquote, right? They be wrong a lot, but
But they right.
you're gonna
they're
lose
right.
in an argument for one of two reasons.
That's why they make these dumbass quotes.
I will always let y'all
Happy
know.
wife, happy life.
No,
Nigga.
facts. It's a fact though.
It is
It's
a fact, though. It
That's
is
a fact.
though.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But one, you're gonna lose the argument. One, because they can, like, yes, you have a deeper voice, you can project whatever, but they can
They have
project
the
louder.
yeah.
You know, like I don't care what nobody says. I would never get as loud as my lady. Like, because then you
Because then it's
won.
feminine.
You took
Yeah.
so much out of me already. You know,
It's-
like so I
it's
would
not
never
as
be able
masculine
I would never
anymore.
be able to get that loud, right?
Yeah.
So they won from that standpoint. And two, I guarantee you, no matter what the topic is about that you are discussing or
something
arguing,
else.
not only that, it's like a premeditated murder. Like she knew she was coming at you with that already, so she got ammo.
It's ammo. It's
Like,
ammo.
like,
Nah, I see some shit the
nigga,
other day where like I
RPGs,
forgot what I was
you
watching.
name it, she got
The
it.
niggas saying like he don't even be remembering he do shit. But when she started bringing out the ammo and the facts,
Hey,
like
come on.
nah, this day you was wearing this,
You
this
feel
and that.
me?
It's like I
Like,
can't
it's
even
over.
argue.
Yeah,
with
because
you
they
at
remember
that
shit like
point.
that.
It's
Yeah,
over.
I can't even argue.
They pay
And you
attention.
might have not even did anything, but once they do that,
So
Remember the backdrop, all of that.
Yeah,
right?
so
everything, bro.
So they
Think it
pay
up.
attention to detail very,
Yes,
very much,
very
right?
well.
So another thing that I feel like men don't realize either is they pay attention to detail and they also pay attention to habit, right? So and when you get them comfortable in something, you may even have to announce that shit is about to change a little bit, because if not, nigga, you shaking up
why
their
you
world.
doing this? Why
If
is
you
this
don't
going
ever
on?
go to the gym and y'all are happy as fuck, and you just tomorrow pop up at the gym, nigga, what are you doing at the
What
gym?
are you doing at
What
the
you want to
gym?
look good for? We want, but it's you feel me? But it's like, bro, what are you talking about? I just wanted to go to the gym. I've been feeling like shit. I mean, to go to the gym because I want to feel better. I want to, get right. But it's like they pay attention to habit. Oh, why didn't you? Where's your dirty clothes, nigga? Why didn't you leave it over here like you usually do? Why the fuck is it over there? I did it myself. Why? I usually do it. What did you? But they do that shit, and now meeting them, I don't ever meet them there. First of all, I'm a cool nigga anyway. I'm always calm, but I don't ever meet them there. 9 out of 10, depending on how if you really come at me crazy, I'm probably just gonna hit you with some sarcasm to get you tight, like, or maybe, or kind of even play into it, like, yeah, you know what, I was my fault. You feel me? But if we're having like a serious conversation, and you're there, I'm usually calm and I'm truthful. I'll get through it. I'll say whatever it is. I have been in a relationship though where that shit did not work, and I allowed myself to then meet there, and nigga, my life went down after that, nigga. You heard? Because
It
like,
got worse.
because it's like
Arguing went worse.
to them it was like, yo, you don't even care, like, because I wasn't showing, I guess, and I guess to her, with me not showing, it was like, oh, you don't give a fuck. It started pissing me off, and it's like, bro, stop saying I don't give a fuck. You feel me? So then I started to meet there, and now I'm there for somebody
Now
that's
it's-
never really there.
now it's you
and
need-
now I'm bugging. Now I'm really wrong.
That's
for
why I
when
say
when I
you
get
can't
there. So
win.
it's like,
bro. You can't win.
yeah. So
Like you said, you always wrong.
yeah.
Look what happened to Jaheim when he put that woman first, man.
Nah,
Look at Jaheim now, man. Look at Jaheim now,
You put the
bro.
wrong woman first.
nah.
That
But
nigga is
you-
crazy.
you-
That nigga say he was cheating though, bro.
The biggest thing though, and you said it, is the communication. And you just hit on it too, like you said, in regards to them being used to habit. If something's about to change, you gotta communicate that. You have to. You have to. If you're a person who doesn't like commotion, yo, listen, my love. We can have this conversation, but you at a 20 right now.
Yeah.
So I can't even
Gotta
talk
come
to you.
down.
So when you come back down, we can
We
put a
can have this
stamp in it. We can
Yeah,
revisit it.
I'm big on that too.
You know?
Like I'm not about to argue.
You know what I'm saying?
When you
So-
ready to talk, we can talk.
Yeah, so
And everybody's not, and all women are not gonna receive that well.
Yeah,
But
like,
all
you
women
with the
aren't
wrong-
for you.
but then
trying
you with
to
the
show
wrong
them.
one.
All
That's-
women aren't
that's
for
a
you,
fact.
or maybe they're
That's a
not.
fact.
That's simple.
Maybe they're
That's a
not
fact.
where they need to be for
That's
you
simple.
yet. Feel me? For this relationship.
That's
You
a
feel me?
fact.
And then also as men, we also have to be aware of, yo, if you pull this side out of me all the time,
That's
definitely
no
not
good.
for me.
Yeah, that's no good.
So walk away from that immediately.
gotta have a button for
That's
that.
no good.
Because
There has to be
I
some
also
type of-
I also feel like
Buttons is malfunctioning
like
today.
this is a
so-
whole separate topic, and I don't really even like to talk about this topic. But I also feel like that's how like a lot of, don't get it twisted, there are scumbags in this world. You feel me? But I also feel like there's a lot of that's
That
a lot of
niggas
domestic
that's
violence
tryna-
happens
yeah,
because
that's
like,
fact.
bro, you didn't realize that she already had you there. And then your only other
Once you really
your
get
only
there,
other
the
thing
only
was
other
to lash
level
out,
is
like,
to, yeah.
nah, like
Only other
so,
level
if
is to
you-
do
if-
some stupid
if
shit.
you like in cartoons when we was younger, you see when somebody get mad, they start raising the level like a boiler,
Yeah.
and they get
And
red
then
and
they
the
finally
steam come
leave,
out, right?
yeah.
Like, bro, if you already know you close to getting that steam out, leave that. I don't care how much years you got invested,
see?
how much love you think you got. Like clearly, that's not the love
not
you
what
need.
you're supposed to
Our
do.
generation don't know when to let go.
It's a dead thing, bro.
So do y'all
Gotta
think?
let
Do y'all
go
think?
sometimes?
Do
And
y'all
sometimes
think,
letting go helps you come back later on.
Yeah, that's a fact. But do y'all think women control the narrative in dating now? Because obviously,
They've
always
always.
They all have.
but
They
I'm
always
saying
did.
I'm saying in the aspect of like because of all of this like feminist stuff and like women empowerment and all
That
of this
has
shit.
nothing to do with it. They always did. The reason why,
Because you say, I'm gonna let you say the reason why, but you say like a woman. Obviously, we've all heard women are creatures of nature. I mean, of
Creatures of habit.
habit. So a woman that's like that would be like a, I guess like a more feminine, like that understands their role as a woman, right? Let's say the other side of the woman, where like now we're talking about the boss women or the CEOs who are also busy or have their whole shit is filled up and they can't talk, they tend to probably not care really what you're doing or where you're at because they got their own shit going on. Now, do you feel like that new narrative is creating, I mean, that new like perspective of the dating scene where like they're usually the more masculine one in the relationship, maybe you feel like that's creating a narrative for dating?
Ooh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, what I do think that's doing, maybe is causing a lot of insecurities in men to show. That's what I
That's
think
where
is
he's
showing.
going?
Yeah, you feel
That's
me?
where he's going.
That's what I think is doing. A lot of men, because so like you saying like the female role.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like gender roles in relationships. Unless you're talking about sexual.
What do you
it's
mean?
crazy.
What do you mean by like?
But like,
just so they understand what.
no, I'm just saying like, yo, you the woman, you supposed to cook. Like, nah, nigga, I could cook. I'll cook.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? I'm not like,
So you
you supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do this.
You believe that y'all are equal?
Yeah, we are equal. Because we equally bring something that the other one can't. So we are equal.
Yeah.
What I would say though is we are natural providers and they're natural nurturers.
Of course.
So when a man can't provide or feel like he can't or feel like maybe you're providing,
That's where that.
maybe the little things that he's worried about but not worried about, like everything's not finances. So like if your woman make more bread than you, then
Well, nowadays we
no,
say
yeah,
it is.
yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Like so,
nowadays
if your
we say
woman
it
makes
is.
more money than you, that I'm not saying provide the gifts or the money and shit.
Yeah.
There's other ways to provide. You can provide that sense of security or that sense of like whatever it may be for them to feel the way they need to be felt for this to work in this relationship. You feel me? So you can make more bread than me. That's great. I don't give a fuck. That don't make a difference to me in my brain. That's what I'm saying. There's no gender. Like I'm not gonna go like, nah, my shorty can't make more bread than me. Nigga, I'm hype if my shorty.
Well, I say,
I'm
yeah,
hype.
that's. I think we could all agree with that, obviously, because we're not fucking dumbasses. But
Yeah, but yeah.
to go back to obviously the general statement. So it's obviously a statistic that 50% or I think it's like 54% of the reason divorces happen is monetary and on the woman's end. So which would obviously go against what you think. Like obviously I don't care what my woman makes more money than me, blah blah blah. But obviously there's women that do care, and they're the majority that do care.
Oh yeah,
So,
I was about to say.
which is creating the insecurities in these men that like, you know, I'm not making enough money, and women are essentially taking the masculine role. They have to be more masculine. So what do y'all think as far as that? Like,
So I'll say to you mentioned something about us pretty much being equals. I don't think we're equals.
me either.
So the reason why I don't think we're equals is because obviously genetic makeup.
Yeah.
Like we can't be equals.
Biology
We
wise,
can't,
yeah,
right?
biology wise.
Outside of that, my OG always says it to me, Coach Bali, he always says, the woman is the first teacher. So I always pick my females that I've dealt with from a stance of, you like I said, I date with the intentions to marry,
To
right?
marry.
So you're gonna be the mother of my children one day.
Yeah.
So if you're the first teacher, you have to have certain qualities about you already, right?
Yeah.
My lady's a boss, like she
Shout out to her.
legit, like, in every fashion of the world. Like she's already been in corporate realms where she was top dog in the room, you know, like so. She's helped structure my life in a way, right? And like I said, with her being the boss, obviously she was in regards to monetary,
She was
making
making
way more
yeah,
than me.
she
You
was
know,
making
like
more
it's
money.
like
Yeah.
exponentially more than me. You know, but that doesn't bother me. Like I feel like if you're insecure about that, that means you as a man, you don't got nothing going on for yourself.
Nothing else.
Insecure.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
don't have nothing going on. Like like as a man, like legitimately, you have nothing going on. Like me and my lady speak about it all the time. Like, yeah, you probably top dog right now in the household, but we know that
We
that's
know
gonna be
who
short
the
lived.
yeah, we
but
know.
it's not even a competition thing. Like I'm
No,
not
yeah.
competing. Like I'm happy you're where you're at. You know, because now when we get to the level we get to,
It's both of us.
imagine the lifestyle we're gonna be able to provide
both
for
of
us and our children.
But that's
know?
when you see how that takes like a certain type of not even just you, because obviously shout out to you for not being having those type of insecurities, but that also takes a certain type of woman that obviously we don't see as often nowadays, where they also understand like I might be ahead of him for this moment in time,
Takes a
but
woman.
he can also go further than me.
But then the way I feel like we combat that whole insecurity aspect of it is you gotta put your lady onto the plan.
Yeah.
A lot of
And they
dudes
gotta
tryna
be willing
secretive
to-
with they
they
plan.
gotta
Like,
be willing
nah,
to listen
like, yo,
to the
listen,
plan.
my love,
No.
this is what I got going on. Yeah, I'm not where I need to be, but like, yo, listen,
This is
and
the goal.
This is my stepping stone. A couple years, I'm gonna knock this off. Boom. Couple years, I'm gonna knock this off. Boom. Couple years, I'm gonna knock this off.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But sometimes niggas only plan. And,
Yeah,
and
but you
nothing's
gotta act.
ever changed. No, but
gotta
nothing ever changed.
Yeah,
you feel
you
me?
gotta act,
So it's
and
like,
then-
all right, bro, you've been telling me this
Yeah.
is the 5-year plan. We in
And
year 7, my boy.
and we
And
in the
you
fucking,
still fucked up. I'm tired, man.
Nah, you gotta plan. You gotta plan, but you also gotta act. You gotta be realistic.
No,
with
no,
yourself,
no,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
You
like-
talking about what you're saying? You talking about in a men shoes?
Yeah,
or
like I'm
girl?
saying, like he's saying, like men gotta put shorty onto the plan, especially whether they're
but you
on top
gotta
or
actually
not.
have a plan.
What I'm saying is, cool. One thing is planning. I think the problem is, and where the whole like stigma of like even them calling niggas like bum ass niggas, because
Yeah.
men do deal with a lot of shit and will withstand a lot of shit from
That's
women.
why I said.
But women
can't
on the
wait.
other, I've watched a lot of nigga. We've all sat there and watched like, how the hell did this bum ass nigga get this girl? Like, why the fuck she still fucking with this nigga? Like, not on no slime shit, but just like, bro, y'all not compatible. Like, yeah, like what's going on? So, I think you also like when you telling a plan, like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. Be realistic, but also show something. Come back and show, like, you feel me? Like, okay, well, he said maybe we're in year 4 and we're not where we were supposed to be, what he wanted to be, but we're at where we should have been in year 2, but at least we're somewhere else though.
Yeah,
nigga.
we somewhere
We're not
else.
still on year 1. You feel me? We're
You
somewhere.
just gotta trust the process a
and
little
then- and
more.
then,
but
like,
at least we got something to
I'll also
show.
say like outside of that, like outside of having the plan, like my money's not next to yours yet, like whatever the case may be. Outside of that is you also got to bring something different to the table.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm
If
saying?
she
Like-
is bringing
like
the
you-
money,
you got to.
because don't get me wrong,
She
even
can't come
if
home, cook, clean,
yeah,
and
even
do
if
all of that
she's
too.
up there,
You got to provide.
let's say
something different.
you can't get up there, or your plan is not to get up there, you gotta do
You gotta
something
do
else,
something.
bro.
You
Like
gotta
you
do something.
can't.
Like me personally, like in my household, like I just love doing my own laundry. Period. Right, but with me loving to do my own laundry, I do everybody's laundry. So my lady don't gotta worry about laundry. Like ever.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if I'm a millionaire. Like she would never do the laundry because like that's just not her job in our house.
No,
like,
yeah, that's
like,
it. But that's what I'm saying. That's that from when the day y'all
Yeah,
met, like
that's what it
knowing
was.
each other.
Yeah.
That's what it
in
is.
regards to, in regards to
And
how
you
we do
can't
the house
and you
chores.
can't ever change that.
Yeah, in
correct?
regards to how we do the house
Exactly.
chores, like she would never clean the living room. She would never clean our bedroom and never clean our son's room. Like it would never happen. I do those things. She's mainly the cook. I don't really gotta. I'm not. My culinary skills
Yeah,
not all the way
that's-
up there
that's
yet.
okay.
I'm
what
working.
I'm
I'm working on
Like
that. But we
Say
gonna
said,
change,
you
we
gotta
gonna change that dynamic
whatever I
soon,
lack, you
So,
gotta
yeah,
make
so
up
that's-
for.
So
So she being that she's mainly in the kitchen, she cleans the kitchen. If there's
Okay.
dishes in there, I help with the dishes, you know, and she'll do the bathroom for us.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
cool.
she
That's
don't go grocery shopping by herself. I go with her.
Yeah,
You know, we knock that out.
but
She'll
now-
never fill up the car.
yeah.
Once we add another car to the mix, she still won't fill up her car. Like it's just
Yeah,
what
you
it
go.
is.
So
right?
now like back to what I was saying earlier, or like being equal. Maybe y'all just because you looked at me kind of crazy and you said
No,
nah,
'cause
right?
I
so
think-
I'm not saying. So I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to really say. I guess, but I'm not saying equal. No, because there's shit that they can do that we won't, that we
Yeah.
can't, or we shouldn't. You shouldn't do. Like, bro, that's a lady. She could do that. You feel me? Like, don't that you're a man. You feel me? And there's certain shit that we do, and it's like, yo, bro, you're a lady. Like, you feel me?
But
you feel me?
that's why I was saying. I think that changes in the aspect of like if they're making more money, now they're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
No, yeah. But so like I was saying, like with us being, I'm saying like equal is like, I don't really know how to really even explain it.
I
but
think
like,
I know what you mean.
yeah,
though.
but it's like
I think I know
you
what
understand, like
mean.
it's equal. But once again, like I said, we're
Like, we're the
providers, they're
same
nurturers.
person. Nobody's
yeah, you
better
feel
than
me?
nobody,
Yeah, but
yeah.
but like I said once again, the shit that I can like I do, the shit that you do maybe.
I see what you're saying though.
But
Like
even
gender
if-
roles, as far as like what he's saying,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
like look,
cleaning.
yeah, you just
and-
did, yeah, you feel
yeah,
me?
that's
and
valid.
she right now
That's
may be making a
valid.
little more bread than you, but
Yeah.
that's okay. We provide in a different way, and now if you don't make enough bread,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it is bothering you, my boy, figure
What's
out
up?
how to provide
Figure it
somewhere
out, bro.
else.
Yeah.
Maybe your career, maybe like all right, you coach, right? So maybe you don't want to go past maybe let's say high school coaching. I'm not saying you do, right? Say you don't want to go past high school coaching. Say you got other endeavors too, but say what you capped at for your coaching and whatever the hell she's doing, nigga, she's no matter what,
She
just
could
above
keep
you.
going. Yeah,
It's
that's what I'm
it's no
saying.
problem
At
with
some
that, you
point,
feel
it's
me?
gonna be like either
but you
she's
gotta
gonna
have your
stay
own
there-
shit to stand on.
Yeah,
Because if
facts.
not, like I said, insecurities is the first two letters, bro. It starts
Facts.
within, bro. Like
Yeah.
Facts,
you
facts.
feel
That's
me?
a
That shit
fact.
starts within yourself. That's just something in you that maybe I sparked and now you're
And-
reflecting, but it's
Yeah,
in you.
and
bro.
that,
It's
and
not
that
on me.
even goes back to like we was talking about before. It comes back to social media. Like niggas see other shit and think that's how they supposed to live.
Yeah.
But that goes back to now also
If my lady's
all of
looking at
this
if
feminist city girls, city this, city
if
that.
my lady's looking
they
at
think like
other
a
lives,
nigga that's not a provider or whatever the fuck, whatever they think the older, generations was doing. They think if you're not doing that, it's not, you're not a man, I guess, or you're not.
yeah, bro, pull up on your shorty and go, yo, son over there is getting this done to him right now. You heard? Why you not doing that? And see what's gonna happen to you.
But I also,
If my
I
shorty
also
come to
will
me on
say-
some this is going on social media type shit,
yeah.
you maybe not.
Nah,
You're
I
not
don't
the one
think
for
I
it,
don't
bro.
think like that. I'm saying
No,
like
but it
just
happens,
the
though. It
influence.
happens.
Yeah,
It
nah.
happens, though.
I think just influence wise, like B said too, like you see that shit and that's what you think is how it's supposed to go, but it's really not how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, but
It's the
but that goes
entitlement,
back to
though.
like he said, he gotta know her. What's your foundation like though?
Yeah.
You feel me?
And that's the thing they don't understand is that a nigga, it's not about a nigga not being able to do it. Don't get me wrong, there may be niggas who can't do certain things. It's about
You
the
earn shit.
entire, yeah, like y'all just think y'all entitled to certain shit, and I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Like B was talking about last episode, he's in Atlanta, they in the section, they bring the shorties to the section, they entitled to all they shit. Y'all didn't even pay for nothing.
They in there
Just because
renting
y'all
shit.
pretty?
Yeah.
And once shit is
bro.
done, they out.
Yeah.
All right,
Nah,
thank you.
bro. But
Spend
then
a
when
lot.
you turn around and flip that narrative, and now you dogging them out or whatever,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because you pretty, now you the bad guy, right? Like, so I feel like that's why I asked before, like, do y'all think they kind of control as far as like what's going on right now, like the way they like in a sense
They definitely do.
they
though.
feminizing men and then masculating women. So like the women are kind of like the men now, and
This
like
is
the
a-
niggas are kind of like that's sassy, that's this, that's that.
This has been an agenda that they've been pushing on.
Yeah, that's that feminist shit.
But
That's
I'm
why I
about,
said I
I'm about to
can't
go
wait
left
till
a
we
little
get the-
bit.
you
Yeah, I'm about
know?
to go left a little bit. But this
Can't wait
shit,
till we get the
they've been
female
pushing
involved.
this shit since like public assistance type shit.
Yeah, that's
Remember I
right.
talked about it before. They said I think in the 60s,
The nigga
and the 70s,
that was pushing the feminist agenda, that nigga works what the fuck is it? It's either healthcare or it's something along those lines.
Yeah.
But it's like you think about that shit, like a nigga in healthcare is pushing feminism, like,
Yeah, 'cause it
but
goes-
it goes with
yeah, it goes back
their
to that,
agenda,
yeah.
like
So like in the 60s and 70s, we wasn't we wasn't the people that didn't have both parents. Nigga, the marriage fucking percentage in the black household in the 60s and 70s was almost 100%. It was the white folks that didn't have, you feel me, certain shit. It wasn't until they started doing shit where women benefited from not having a man to where it started happening, you feel me?
Exactly.
So
now,
you want to be
public
on food
assistance.
stamps? Yo,
Cool, but you got to claim you single now.
You don't need a man.
So
you
now,
got to put him on child support.
yeah. So now subconsciously in your brain, I'm not really single, but now subconsciously
Now I
in my
don't need a
brain,
man.
yeah. Now when we argue, it's like, nigga, get
I
out. I
don't
don't even
need
need you
you.
anyway
Yeah.
because I got blah blah blah, and we're still seeing the trickle down effects of that.
Yeah.
But and they do control that narrative because if I can't find a woman that I feel like, you know, is compatible with me, then I'm just gonna be single. You
That's
feel
a
me?
fact.
So I can't have a
That's why
girlfriend if I
I
can't
had
find a
an
girlfriend.
argument. I had a discussion.
I told my lady if this don't work, I'm gonna be a bachelor.
Yeah,
It's
that's
good.
it. I had a
I'ma hire
discussion
surrogate,
the other
raise
day,
my child by myself,
like
and that's
last
it.
week,
That's tough.
and I'm like, I asked a female, I'm like,
feel for
yo,
the surrogate?
do y'all feel like y'all have more options than men do? She's like, no. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, boy, y'all have more options. I'm like, how though? Like y'all could go, like B was saying the other day when we ended. Well, that was still last episode, right? We was talking about how they could put on Instagram, oh, I'm hungry, and 15 niggas just gonna write them like, let me take you out, let me take you out. For a nigga, it's not the same shit. Like we gotta spend the $200
Yeah,
or
if
whatever.
I say I'm hungry on the gram, somebody and girls hit me, they're gonna be like, "Oh, where you want to go?" And
You
it's
paying?
like, no, yeah, but it's not.
Like-
It's not the intent of like, "Oh, you hungry? What you want? I'll come get you right now." It's not that.
Yeah,
It's the
it's
intent of
not.
like,
It's like,
"Oh, what are
we
you
could go.
interested? Yeah, you want to go to Philippe's? I'll go with you."
Yeah.
What do you
But
mean?
you see
go
what
with
I'm
me? Go
saying?
with me,
It's
all
that
right. But
entitlement shit.
now when we get there at the table and we're paying, you feel me? And there's nothing wrong. Like if you
No,
want to
yeah,
pay,
there's
you
nothing,
pay.
there's nothing
It's
wrong.
nothing wrong.
We're not
with-
saying there's anything wrong
you
with
feel
paying,
me?
but
Yeah,
it's
but-
just the entitlement. Like,
Yeah, that's what I don't like. Like I said, you earn shit with me, bro. Like the moment I feel like you shown some type of like sense of like entitlement, it's like, all right, now I'm
That shit
taking
is eternal.
my access to
Shit is
you is
eternal.
being taken away because it's like, bro, I don't have to do this. Don't think for 1 second I ever have to do any of the shit that I've been doing for you. I don't have to do shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to do that shit Gilly said he be doing.
I don't have to do shit,
Yeah,
bro.
That nigga said he made his shorty pay the first date, and then just to see like if she was gonna pay, and then he just gave her the bread back in the cup.
Yeah, you
Or he
feel
gave
it.
her more than that in the cup.
Yeah, you feel it. You gotta feel the vibe out though, but you gotta
Try that with these females. And they say,
The nigga just go hit you with
like
that.
when we like if I go, like if we out, you feel me? And it's a genuine like reach for the wallet. Don't trip, I got you.
Yeah, that too.
But if it's like
But
we
then
there,
you
can
can't
feel
really
it.
even trust that shit.
No.
sometimes.
I'm saying, but it's a vibe. It's
You
and
be
you
doing
gotta,
that
yeah, you
weird
gotta,
shit, bro.
you gotta know. You feel me? You
Nah,
gotta,
yeah,
you
that's
gotta
a
feel
fact.
it out.
That's
You
a
feel
fact.
me? And maybe I've been tricked once or twice, but by the third time I realized, you just
You just reaching. Just
hold
to
on,
reach.
bitch, you ain't got no money. What you
You
been doing?
reaching and you looking.
You
out
work
the corner
right.
of your eye,
You go to
like,
work every day. Every time we go out, I like, what's up?
With my relationship, like we big on 50-50.
Yeah,
we
that's
stand on that.
Whatever works for you,
Stand
bro.
on that.
That's
whatever
like I
works.
said.
I feel
Whatever
like
works
that's
for
what you gotta also set up too. Cause I watched my pops. My pops was the provider. Like I watched him legit. We had 2 different houses. He maintained 2 mortgages. At a point, when my mom started driving, he was paying her note, paying insurance on her joint, paying a note on his joint, paying insurance pretty much on 3 vehicles because he had a work vehicle.
But now,
like
for the female,
keeping us,
don't get
like,
that confused.
like-
What was your mom doing at home? She
My,
was doing a lot. She was taking care of
my
the
mom was
household.
there.
Yeah,
Like,
she's
I-
taking
like,
care of the
I
household.
think my pop's been to 2 of my football games, and I've been playing football since I was 8.
Mom's been at
And that
He
sometimes
wasn't
that
absent
comes
because
with
he wasn't
yeah.
absent because he had to be, but he was going from his 9 to 5 and then hustling.
Sometimes
like,
you gotta
feel
do
me?
that,
Home
yeah.
improvement, like doing other stuff. Like so, I always said that when I enter into a relationship, I want to be 50-50. And the dynamic has to be 50-50 because at the end of the day, we're both creating this and sustaining
Environment.
this. You get what I'm saying?
'Cause then that
if you're not
absentness
deeply
happens.
invested in this, as I'm invested in this, whether it's your time, your love, your care, your money, If you're not really in
Cause
this
I
with
could,
me, what are we doing?
cause I could, you could
You know what I'm
say,
saying? I could be by myself and
Yeah.
sustain my whole thing 100%.
and that's the thing. The
You know,
thing,
that's why I
the
said
thing
we
that
equal.
they don't realize is that you could go and say, I don't want to clean the kitchen. I don't want to clean. I don't want to cook.
Yeah.
I can't say I don't want to pay the rent. I don't want to
Exactly.
pay the car note. I
Exactly.
don't want to pay the.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
So, yeah,
So
so-
now you already creating that imbalance where like
Exactly.
you have to do these things versus things she
Exactly.
doesn't
So
really.
I'm huge on 50-50 because I feel like that's what causes a lot of divorces.
when it's just
Like,
one
yeah,
side.
Yeah, they said like the statistics show it's monetary or whatever, but I feel like it becomes monetary. Like you decided to marry this dude.
Yeah.
So monetary wasn't the issue before. Because if
Exactly.
he been a bum, why did you marry him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
But that's
I think-
that's
I think-
another
tired.
thing
I
where
think
it's like
after a while it becomes the man also
Like you
gets
said,
tired. Like I'm
it's
so called the sole
fucking-
provider.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
the
like,
benefits
bro,
of
like
it.
shorty, you're not doing
you
nothing.
getting the benefits of that
tired.
shit.
I'm not paying your car note this month.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
At this
tired.
point,
I'm
Get
it's
that
fucking
Birkin
tired.
this
I'm
month.
motherfucking tired, bitch. I'm tired.
And you legit lose everything you have from doing all of that. And what are they gonna do? They're gonna just leave.
Yeah,
See,
bro.
And then
that's
you're
what I'm saying. You
stuck.
gotta
That's
have something to stand on. Like you said, your woman is a boss. That's fire. Because now, God forbid, you don't want it. You're not looking forward to it. Like, I know I'm Gucci. If I don't want to do that, nigga, she got it. No. But God forbid, because shit happens. Real life shit happens. So
That's what
God
I'm
forbid
saying.
something happens.
Shit happens.
Nigga, I know my lady got me. Or got us. Or got my back. You feel
Even
me?
if
She
it,
could-
and it's not like we saying like, damn, niggas gonna be fucked up forever. Like at the end of the day, we men, so we gonna figure it out. But it's like, at least I know if it's a month or 2 months or 3 months, you could handle it while I get back up there. And then even then, they don't think of it as like, I did this. Now he's gonna go even 10 times
Yo,
crazier for me.
she-
like
Me and her speaking.
It
Like I said,
makes
she's
no
the sole
sense.
provider, whatever the case may be.
Nigga, I love you.
I'm
yeah, bro, yo,
Like-
bro,
like
you,
when we get,
like
when we
I-
get off
nigga,
the air, like we'll chop it up deeply. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in a career change right now. Like, and my career change is gonna be that exponential. You know, whatever
Yeah,
the case may be.
the-
She knows, like, once it starts hitting, like, oh, I bet you sustain this for X amount of years. Yeah, I'm about to sustain it for X amount of years, and then we'll
Mm-hmm. and
figure
then
out
as
the plan.
soon as
after
you
that.
get back on your,
You know what I'm saying?
you know,
Like-
it's lit. Like
know,
as soon
like-
as you get back, it's lit. I
You
know
what
it's
I'm
lit.
saying? Like, so, like, I feel like communication is key,
Mm-hmm.
and then like
Comprehension.
I said, like me and my
Comprehend-
lady,
yeah.
we done
Comprehension, bro.
we done had conversations
It's not even
about
just communication,
We done
'cause
had
you
conversations about how the kids need to be raised, what type of schools we want them in, what type of house we envision ourselves living
see?
in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like,
Yeah.
I feel like people jump into marriages without even having like the game plan.
But beyond the game plan, would it be too? I feel like a lot of times is niggas, not niggas and men, but motherfuckers be lying
That
to
too.
themselves sometimes, and or to you feel me, not real. Like that's what I'm saying. To be transparent, bro. If you don't want kids at all, and we're talking about this shit, don't be like, yeah, but maybe I could give.
Or
you.
if you don't
No, if you don't
got
want
no-
them, nah, I don't
yeah.
really want no kids. Okay, cool. But now if that changes, or maybe you did want kids and now you don't want kids, just be transparent about that. Not be.
That's why I say you gotta
not
you
brutally
gotta
honest.
give,
You don't gotta be.
you gotta
hurtful.
give people a chance to make their own decision. Like you can't be all the time trying to decide things for people. Like, nah, I don't want to have kids, but we'll figure it out later. Like you gotta just straight out with it. Like, yo, this is what it is. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If not, then you
And
don't.
being accepting of of the outcome of the reality. Like, yo, this is how I feel. I'm gonna say this to her. If she feels like, yo, all right, I'm out.
That's fine.
All right,
I respect
I
it.
can't I'm upset about it, but
Yeah.
yo, you're out, cool.
So I said,
perfect.
because
that's the
imagine
truth,
down the
like,
line you don't say nothing, bro. 10 years later, y'all 10 years in. Now you finally say something. Now it's 10 years out the fucking window.
Yeah, now it's
'Cause
like
it's the
what's
same shit that would have
And
happened
that goes back
then.
to what I was saying. I said this and I've been saying this shit. We have to live our truths, bro. You get more out of life when you're living in your truth. So even if somebody feel like, yo, that's fucked up or whatever it may be, if that's your truth, nigga, that's your truth, bro. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. Yo, we've been together for blah blah blah. Yo, I don't. This shit is not doing nothing for me right now. I've outgrown this shit. I don't really think that this is for me anymore. Like I need to figure something else out. Cool. Boom. Let's end it. Let's go. Let's part ways. If in a year or something, if in a year or something, like maybe something changes and now that changes, I'm still living my truth, and I maybe I'd reach out or whatever, and you're like, yo, nah, I don't want to because we did blah 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 before. All right, that's cool, but I at least gave that shit a chance. You feel me? Like I think I've always been emotionally mature. I think that's a lot of the reason of
and people
you
be
know that. You feel
people
me?
be
I saw-
confused by that shit because it's like
think
you
you just
mentioned
don't care.
before, the traumas, the old shit.
Yeah, I
Niggas
had to
don't
deal with that shit,
understand
man.
how to grow through that shit, so they be confused when they meet a person that's like, oh, you know how to talk, oh, you know how to understand, you know how to listen, you know how to do. What the fuck is going on? Nah, I gotta get out of here. Now they self-sabotaging and
That's
it just
because
turns into
they
other
want
shit.
somebody they can actually.
No, yeah, and a lot of but people, like we was talking about it earlier too. Like people be comfortable in their shit. So a lot of times people be comfortable with like toxicity, like, and they do want something that's not that. But now, like you said, when they get it, it's like it's kind of scary. It's like nah, it's like survivor's remorse type shit. Like nah, I don't believe
And
I
I'm sure
deserve this.
we
type
all
shit.
been in that position
Why
where like
would-
somebody
no,
does
the
something.
fact that you
it
say
don't
that
make- it
is
don't-
crazy.
yeah,
because
but-
it don't make
but-
sense because it's
because-
a lot of guys out there that's like that.
No, yeah, but women too. But and it don't make sense to you, and I'm happy it don't make sense to you. It don't, I guess per se, make sense to me either. But I know it's happened. I know people go through. You feel me? I get it. Like, and it's just like we talk about all the time. It's perspective, bro. A motherfucker we humans are like sharks. Like for real, like a shark. I don't know if people know. Like if you put a shark in a tank the size of this TV, it's only gonna grow as the size of this TV.
Yeah.
And
Once
then
you put it in the
it'll
ocean,
die.
then it can grow, to as big as it needs to be.
Yeah.
We need to expand and experience more shit to grow, bro. We can't be like, you know what I mean?
Speaking on something Bruh said earlier, in regards when you guys mentioned the trusting
saying
people, when you mentioned the trusting people thing, and he was like, there's certain things that he keeps for himself, right? For like, I say as long as I can remember, bro. Like I fashioned myself in a specific way, right? And you could attest to it. I fashioned myself in a specific way, and that's all people got. So I lived like
So
the
you give them like a
majority,
piece of-
the majority. Barely, I lived like the majority of my life, legit only trusting two aspects. I trusted my thoughts on things, and I trusted my feelings. Like I was really like, like
That was
really,
different.
like really, like even with my mans, like yo, I like,
shoulda heard something
I
like
see
that.
them I see them
Conversations.
outside and keep it pushing. And these is the bros. No, they know it's no love lost between us. You feel me? But like, like I'm just not on that today. Like I'll walk past them. Exactly, right?
I'm somewhat like that too. Like I may not say like them. We speak on a daily, but like if it's somebody that I don't talk to on a daily, I might not say nothing to you today because maybe I'm not in that state of mind. I'm on something else today. The next day, I'm gonna holler at you. I'll be on that too, so I understand what you mean.
So like going back to that, right? Like legitimately, like I fashioned myself a way where it's like, you get what I give you. You get what I give you.
So that way you feel like you have control still.
And I was also moving like that in relationships too. And it was more so because of what he mentioned. Like I don't like when people could use what I said
use
or
what you said
against me,
against
right?
you.
Cool. I jumped into this relationship and like she was just tapped in. And like I told her, like I used this like reference with her. I'm like, yo, like I created myself to be an onion. All the layers.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, like you know, like all right, bet, like all right, this person's pretty cool. Like,
Pull
all right,
one
let me
back.
pull a layer back. You know,
Pull
like,
another one.
like nah, shorty was doing it herself, like just from being aware and observant of who I am. You feel me? It's just like, and then help me start unpacking my own truth.
So
you feel
she's
me?
pulling them one by one.
Bruh,
Next
I ain't
thing
gonna
you know,
lie,
you
yo,
pulling
click that
them
yellow shit.
all
Click that yellow shit. I love her, yo. I love her for you,
That's
man.
fire,
That's
bro.
fire, bro.
That's fire, bro.
It's things like I said, like traumas, things that I didn't even realize were issues. You know, like
Yeah.
from the way like me, even the way me and my siblings even interact, like some of that was issues. Like, and I had to
And
like,
she's
I had
pointing
to-
them out.
bro. I had to really like sit back and reflect, like legit do my homework. Like I went like I'm still under the grid, you know, like I went like completely off the grid, like. Even now, like when I be moving on social media, I post sparingly, whatever. But that's just how I move anyway. Like, but like
The problem is he read the 48 Laws of Power at a young age.
facts.
That shit fucked me up too. I
And,
ain't gonna
and
lie.
another goodie for everybody,
All of them.
because it talks on like how we like giving people the power, like pretty much like reacting a way or feeling a way because someone did X, Y, Z, right?
Yeah.
that's not a reflection on you. That's a reflection on them.
On them, yeah.
And we internalize a lot of that stuff. So another goodie is it's a 2-part book. Y'all could just skip to the last one. It's called The Fifth Agreement. If you haven't tapped into it, it's by Don Miguel Ruiz and his son. I forgot his son's name, but the Fifth Agreement, and pretty much within that book, it pretty
Brother
much
Louise.
it lets it lets you guys know, like basically, yo, Saquon said, "I'm ugly." I'm not really ugly. That's what he feels. So that's a reflection of Saquon. It's not a reflection of me. Saquon might internally feel everything in the world is ugly because deep down inside, he knows he's ugly.
He's ugly.
See, that's why I get in trouble because I think everything is beautiful.
But I'm just saying in general, right?
So everybody be like, "Oh, why you so friendly, nigga? I'm just happy, nigga." Like,
My friend was built different though from everybody. Everybody's stuck. Some people are stuck on one thing, like, and their mind is stuck in a box, so it's not
I ain't
expanding.
gonna lie. I take pride in like. I really always been a different nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been a different nigga, bro. I've been a different nigga, bro.
And then that shit even goes to like when niggas is sitting there like, yo, how you do this? How you do that? Nigga, we don't think the same, bro.
Yeah,
we really don't.
And when you understand, like,
And I can't even explain that shit to you. Like,
it's people I grew up with that, like, nigga, I probably still love to death, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not like You're just not the people that I need to be around.
It's okay to evolve from people.
yeah.
And that's what I was saying before. Like, it's a right to evolve and to move on from certain shit. Certain people are only gonna get to where they're gonna go. You feel me? Or where they are already. That's okay. And back to what I was saying earlier before you even go, like, being in a relationship and again being cheated on, nigga. And the first time this shit happened, because it's happened to me. The first time it happened to me, I'm like, fuck did I do wrong? Like, what would make you want to go and do that? You feel me?
Yeah.
But it took that one time for that shit to happen to me to know when the next time it happened, it was like, nigga, that's not because of me. That's not on me. That's not my fault. Yeah. What you went and did had nothing to do with me. Yeah. And that's why in relationships, friendships, or whatever it is, I give 100% because I know at the end of the day, if some shit don't work, I know on my end, yo, I tried. And I'm okay with moving on now because I tried. It didn't work out, I tried.
Shit sounds crazy, y'all. Trust, but when you do that shit and the aftermath actually happened, I promise you, bro, that shit is less of a weight on your shoulder. Where like you know, like, yo, I did really everything. I can't. There's nothing else I can do. Yeah,
like when they say forgiving people is like letting go of shit for yourself. Like you feel better when you forgive someone else. You feel me? Because you're not holding on to that shit.
And then speaking on that book real fast, like it also talks about a part on, like basically forgiving and letting things go. Because what happens with us is, and we don't realize it, is every time you think about how somebody wronged you, you relive that pain again. Yeah. And people don't realize that. Like, so if you don't let it go and forgive and just keep it pushing, it's as if it's like
it keeps
ripping a Band-Aid off.
Damn. Every time.
Just never letting it heal. That shit
punching.
So you gotta let that joint heal and just go. And then in regards to the dating aspect too, another thing I left out, I can only date somebody that I can learn from. Yeah. We talking about expansion and expanding our mind. Like, if you ain't about to level me up after you and I go through this endeavor together, like, you ain't for me. If I'm only the teacher,
I'm the only one fixing you, teaching you, doing everything.
I like to look at relationships honestly. At the end of the day, like take out the I don't want to say assets, but like take out the money.
Like,
what are we doing here? What can I get for it?
Because we know we could buy. We know we could spend.
I'm not worried about that shit. Like, I learn from you? Do you hold me accountable? Because, nigga, I may be wrong. I may step the wrong way. But how do you do it? How do you communicate with me, nigga? How do we, you feel me? Like, all of those things. And it's a great way to live life, man. It's a fucking amazing way to live life, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact, shit. Man.
Yo, you know what happened to, I have a perfect example for somebody that some trauma happened and then he let it keep, fucking with him. What's buddy name that was on the Orlando Magic that missed them free throws?
Okay, folks.
No.
Back in the day with Shaq and Penny and
I forgot his name.
That nigga gonna know.
Was it
Nigga said that nigga go
That
now.
nigga ancient.
Nah,
What's
I
that
don't
nigga last
remember his
name?
name.
It wasn't Grant. It was I was just using that nigga in which color in the studio. It's Nick something or something Nick.
Not Nick Van Axel.
Black nigga. Whatever, I figured out. But son missed those free throws and never forgot about that shit and his whole career. His shit's his whole career because he kept he'll be out the line and he's reliving that shit every time. And he was a great player, bro, like a great player. But since he couldn't like shoot, bro. Like if nigga you even in football, yeah,
That's why I
even
be
in
telling y'all
football, bro.
stupid ass niggas, man.
When you even if
Niggas be mad
you on
for
the
no
next play, like
reason.
you said earlier, we can't live in
Nigga
the
beef, man.
yesterday. You feel me? I just said this. Now
Hibachi.
next second, I'm somewhere else, nigga. Like I'm somewhere else. I can't think about that. If I'm still thinking about that, I can't be presently here.
Shoot, B.
I ain't gonna lie, I forgive
know what that
everybody, bro.
Yeah, I got no quarrels with anyone.
I got no
problem.
regrets.
And I think another book
man.
y'all should go read is The Way of the Superior Man.
I literally.
Man, I got a couple
You ain't
books
read
to read, man.
Great book. Great book.
Yeah, man.
Take
but,
nitpick. And women can read it too. It's not just men. Nitpick. Apply where you can. That was a great book. I think that was especially for somebody that thinks all the time. I think I read a lot of that shit in that book and was like, all right, I'm not crazy. Like I'm not bugging. Other people think like this too. Like,
And then since we on books, to my single brothers in this room, and those listening, women as well, the 5 love languages. Please. Like if I read that book before I ever dated, all my relationships would have been perfect.
you would have never had one of them relationships.
Done, probably. Like legit.
Then you wouldn't have this boss you got now. For me, shout out to her because I ain't gonna lie, I've met her before, but I
cross for her, man. 'Cause she's sound like a great woman, man.
yeah, word.
And that's all we want out of y'all, man. Ain't none of this.
And that-
Ain't
but-
no bad blood.
And we
ain't
not
no-
perfect.
Don't get it
Yeah, we
twisted.
not perfect.
We not
neither.
bashing y'all. We not perfect.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. The relationship ain't perfect. We hit our bumps and stuff, but we
Yeah, but
also
y'all know
are
how to
tapped
work.
into the bigger picture.
Yeah, I know how to work
You know,
through
the
that
bigger
shit.
picture matters more than anything else.
I know how to work through that shit.
I'm always on the bigger picture,
Yeah,
and
that's
people
all
don't like
that
that.
matters. That's all that matters.
And not the. I still love you, women. Not to like single y'all out, but a lot of y'all like to worry about like not the little shit, but like
Shit that don't matter, bro.
nah, yeah, but
In
not
the
even just
long
that.
run?
Like if something's happened or something goes on, you can have a woman will have the answer or will have the solution to it, but you want to still live in that shit. Like, bro, you know what to do now. Go do it, type shit. You feel me? I'm on a bigger picture. Like, what did that change? What is it doing? Nothing. Let that shit go then. Like, throw that shit out.
But what I would say too, and I do it too still, us as men, we have that tendency to be able to just brush things off and keep it moving. Women aren't designed that way.
They're not.
So you gotta understand. We have to understand that if she's on something, it's because she is still feeling it,
Yeah. But now,
and that's just the reality.
But now, to a certain point, you gotta let go.
Yeah,
I'm not saying right now,
Yeah,
but
we
I've been in
also-
certain
we also
situations
can't put
where
that time
Yeah,
frame
where
on
that
it.
shit is like we talked about it, and
But
then
we
No, we
not
can't.
talking
We can't.
about it. You can't put
But
that
now-
time frame on it.
no, you
gotta-
can't. You can't. And I won't tell you how to feel. But now, if we 2 years, 3 years down the line, you still on that, I gotta go.
not even
It's not
2
that
years,
easy,
3
bro.
years,
It's
I
not
don't
that
know.
easy.
I don't know, man. I don't
It's not
fucking
that
know.
Gotta
easy.
blast.
And then you gotta think about the topic. You gotta think.
Peace out.
You gotta blast.
Nah, you gotta think about the topic, and then we also have to. Everything's perspective.
Yes,
We
life.
gotta be able to put ourselves in other people's shoes, and we don't do that as men.
I do.
We don't do that as men.
I'ma be- no.
If we do it, we don't do it often enough. I would say, like we gotta be able to sit back and view things from
A different
other
perspective.
vantage point. Like, you have to.
Yeah, I look
Women
I
also
look
got to do that shit too.
I look at life a lot that way, and I've been hurt because of shit because I'm looking at shit
Women
from all
gotta
the, so
know how to
I'm
do that
open and
shit.
I'm trying to help and shit like that.
I don't think women do that though.
Yeah,
they
I
gotta
think
know how to do
that
that. We
we're
not gonna
designed the
bash
way you said we're designed because of the exact reason why we started this fucking podcast. We don't have men don't have a safe space to speak about shit. If I'm coming to you as your man and I'm telling you how I'm feeling about something, don't treat me how this nigga pops to treat him. You feel me? Don't shun me or like shut me up. Basically, like nigga, like you feel me? Don't do that to me, bro.
Damn, bro, you just took the Band-Aid off, nigga. I'm trying to heal from that shit.
Band-Aid off.
Trying to heal from that
But,
shit.
and speaking on that too, like I was the youngest out of 5 boys. Right?
Shout out
I'm a
to my
twin.
little
I'm a twin, but he still was older than me, right?
Shout out to Kasim.
My pops was in the house, so that's six male figures in the house at one time. And my mom is tough. So I really say it was 7 of us in the crib. You get what I'm saying? So there was like you said, oh, you a girl, you this, you that, right? So feelings, emotions, what?
Yeah.
We gotta talk about what? How I feel right
Y'all
now.
bugging. I'm out.
Most of the time when things moved me to a stance where I needed to cry or felt emotional enough to cry, I laughed. Like I laughed about it.
Yeah.
You know, like or I was shut down. Like I won't cry, I won't say nothing, and like I'll shut down to a stance, and then once I felt I was over it, then yeah, we could be good.
Now we do.
You know, no, but we don't even talk about it. We're just good now because
No,
I'm
yeah.
over
Now
it,
we
you
could
know?
talk like now
That's
we
not
could be
healthy.
regular.
That's
Yeah,
not
no, that's a
healthy.
fact. That's
And
a
like
fact.
we said we're the
But
generation.
that's
we're
what
the
your
generation.
parents. When you think about it, bro, that's what your parents really used to tell you to do, though. Like go
sit in the
do your
corner
thing
and-
and
yeah.
think about it or get over it and then come back and we'll be regular.
Like I
And
said,
that's
there's a
why-
better way to
that's
do
why,
things.
That's why people it affects you in your workplace. People, believe it or not, like you can't deal with the pressure of your boss telling you something.
Telling
and
you
maybe
what to
maybe
do,
he said it
maybe.
a specific way, like you know, like me. Let's use coaching for instance. I watch kids like get like so emotional and like because a coach spoke to them a certain way. It's like, yo, bro, he's doing his job. He ain't say that to you because it was
He
a
hates
personal
you
vendetta
or, yeah,
against
he
you.
don't
Like,
like
this
you.
is just like what it is. Like,
Yeah.
and like I feel like the only way we can change that is one, unpacking those hidden issues that you have, right? Talking about them, and then the only way we're gonna help the next generation is we gotta raise our young men knowing like, yo, bruh, if you fall and scrape your knee, cry, bro.
It's okay.
Feel that.
Well, I'll tell you.
Just get back up.
Feel
I'll tell y'all
that.
last episode.
Don't tell
Just
them.
make
Don't
sure
tell
you
them
get-
hurry up and get up and dust it
Nah,
off.
yeah,
Nah,
hell no.
like that. It hurt. Like,
No, you can get back up.
it hurt.
Yeah, what I tell you
It
last
hurts,
episode.
but you can get back
The
up.
first person that told me, "Yo, it's okay to cry, men cry," was my pops. And maybe that's why I'm a bitch. But nah, fuck with you.
Gotcha, bitch.
I lived with my moms and my pops for a certain amount of time, and then they had their little differences.
Nah, yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm the way I am. Like
So-
I like seeing a girl like
Why you laughing, bro? Yo, see, that's why niggas don't
this
talk.
nigga.
Cause niggas
Nah.
like,
it's not that like when I see like a girl doing shit, like I'm not used to women like not doing nothing and not like thinking they don't have to do anything.
that's-
and
that's
the men
another
doing-
thing,
Like
though.
I grew up in a
Niggas
household
watch
where I
their
literally
moms.
watch a girl literally do everything. Like
He said a girl. Your mom,
Grown
nigga.
woman, yeah.
A woman.
Grown men doing
whatever.
Whatever.
I watch
said
a
a
woman
girl.
do everything. So me seeing like a girl just think they don't gotta do shit, and then you gotta do
Yeah, but
everything,
you
is just
that's
crazy,
also
bro.
that's also a bad perspective too, because I mean it,
Not
it
saying it's
shows
nothing
you
wrong with it, but like
no, yeah, it shows you that they're very capable, but it also should show you like don't ever put a woman in that, like you should, as men we should never put women in that position where they gotta feel like they fighting for their lives basically, like
and vice
at the
versa.
end of the day they're women, they're supposed to live in their femininity, you feel me? So like that's why it always goes back to like, oh, you're the provider, they're the nurturer. Like they should be nurturing. Like don't get me wrong, it's very normalized for single mothers to have to be doing the most, but like I don't know, I feel like it's kind of weird to like when people use that as like, oh, my mom used to do all of this stuff, like you should be doing. Nah, bro,
nah, I
this
never
shit-
do that.
Yeah, no, yeah, to a point. Don't
No,
go
yeah,
crazy
that's what I'm
with it.
saying.
Don't be
Don't go
like,
crazy
don't be
with
like,
it, like-
nigga, I ain't gotta do nothing. My mother did everything in the crib. Bitch,
Yeah,
go.
like, you
like,
go
no,
do it.
you
Like,
out like,
yeah, nah.
Nah,
But definitely not
asking
like
that,
don't be
like,
lazy.
nah,
No, I'm not saying you saying
nah,
that. I'm
yeah,
just
I'm
saying.
saying
don't be lazy.
Don't be
but, like,
lazy. Like
just thinking you don't gotta.
I'm
do
showing
nothing.
you my mom can do more than what she was supposed to do.
So I won't.
but don't be lazy.
Yeah.
Like you know. But
Or not just thinking like, since I'm the guy, I literally gotta sit here and do
yeah, you
every
gotta do
single
everything.
fucking thing.
Yeah,
Like,
hell no.
So
That's that dumb
so
shit.
I said in a song, right, that's coming out on my album, That's coming out on September
Got
26th.
to see what you want.
How about now?
September
You know what I'm
26th.
saying? Nah, I said,
Smiles.
and it's a song called "Remember" that
Smiles.
Aura's on and Eson is on, and it's a line in there that said, "A fool to think I can make you domestic. You live in and survive, so I respect it." Right? Which is going back to like what you're saying, like don't make them feel like like they, like when somebody's in survival mode, there's
There's
only two ways. Yeah, like, you feel me? Like
You
I'm
surviving.
I'm selfish at that point because I'm worrying about I have to survive, nigga. Like so, I'm doing what I need to do to make sure I'm good. That's not gonna work in
just
a
right.
relationship. You
And
feel
then
me?
and if you really want to get down to like, if you want to put it in like a less educated term, like nigga, if that's the case, we would still be cavemen. Like
yeah.
we
that's what I'm
civilized
saying. You
and,
said
and
don't
made
make-
things differently so that we don't have to be in survival mode where we doing all types of crazy shit just to survive. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. I mean,
A lot of people do that. They live like it's then they go tit for tat, and it's,
Yeah.
you feel me? And the relationship is always like, well, what can you do for me? Because I could do this shit by my all right, bro, relax. Like, you
that's
feel me?
that's
Like,
a whole.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when I going back before, when you coming in and you setting a certain standard, or you letting them know like, hey, look, I'm good. Like even if I'm just providing you a space for you to express yourself, and now you feel like safe with me, you don't have to act like that with me. You feel me? So you said don't make women feel like that, and I 100% agree. Also, on the other hand, don't make men feel like that either, because shit
No,
could get
yeah,
shit could get
nah,
real
nah,
ugly. I'm
that
not
goes
going
vice
tit for tat
versa.
back. Oh, don't do. I'm just saying like because a lot of this shit that women may bring
But
up or get help with, we don't even speak about or bring up because it's like I'm a man. I'm gonna be alright.
I think to an extent, though, just me personally, I feel like a lot of the aside from all the extra shit, like all the social media, the shitty girl shit, all of that shit, all that brainwashing shit. Aside from that shit, this is like to the women that actually understand life and how shit is supposed to go. Like, we have a lot of fault at why shit is the way it is right now. You feel me? Like the way niggas go about dealing with women, how they treat women, blah blah blah. So that's why I said what I said as far as that, because I feel like we do. At the end of the day, shit is nasty because women is ODing right now. But we do like we got to take accountability.
Yeah.
We got to take accountability in where we go wrong in those situations too.
How do you feel about the situation, BB?
Oh, you think I'm quiet? I mean, I don't know. I got. How long we been on this shit, man? I could talk for days on this shit, bro.
I mean, you could just make your
But-
point, and then I'll get into our final
All right, so
topic.
and basically, I want to get married. I ain't gonna lie, I want to get married, but like I said, the idea of marriage is
half your dean.
yeah, man. But with thing with marriage though, it's kind of scary though, because like I told you, the dating pool that we have now, like think about it. Where can you meet women that you want to like? Feel me? If I want to meet women now, it's most likely going to be on social media or something like that. Or if I don't know you from, I'm more from the era where we run, not to say running down on, like I'm having a conversation with the chick rather than liking her stuff and then having to get to know her. Nah, like I get to know you by running down on you, talking to you. We having multiple like intellectual conversations and shit like that. I don't want to talk about shit. I want to talk about, like I said, he said he dates to marry. I'm at an age where I'm to that point too, because I'm not trying to like play around or I don't got no time. One, I don't got no time, and no, I don't feel like wasting my money. One thing I don't like wasting time or money.
Yeah.
Cause to be honest, look at the way the life is right now. Feel me? We don't got no time to be wasting all of that shit right now. So you get, like you said, that's why I just be honest with women at this point. They be like, yo, you don't open up much. You da 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 da. I'm like, yo, I'm keeping a stack with you. I don't like opening up because of this, that, and the third. They be like, oh, you gotta get over it. I hate when people try to, you gotta get, when a female says, you gotta get over that, man. That's not what you're supposed to tell me. You're supposed to be like, oh, all right.
The delivery.
Yeah, sometimes, but I ain't gonna lie. When I do bring it up, sometimes I'm very nonchalant. I be like, yo, nah, da da da. And then think about it. I have a little sister and I have a mother. Feel me? So you got to get through them to get through me. That's the think. Feel me? Like I put it like, all right, you know what? I trust these two females with their decision on how a female might be for me or whatever. This and the third. But you gotta be cool with my mom's and you gotta be cool with my sister. Certain shit they might put you in the ringer, but if you can survive that shit, then you the one for me. Feel me?
So long story short, if you want to date Beeb, just send Mama Z and his mom Duke some applications. We'll set up the
Mama Z is crazy, man. I ain't gonna hold you. She's different.
Not. I don't know. She got a couple screws loose.
Yeah, but I feel like we all got screws loose, man. But feel me?
Yeah, man.
Tighten it up, man. Tighten up.
But yeah, let's so before we close out, I think we're gonna make this a segment soon too, where we just do like a scenario. So I got a scenario for y'all, right? So let's everybody flush out all that shit we just talking about. Fuck that shit. Let's get into this scenario.
I'm about to
right?
start meditating too.
Let's get into this fucking scenario real quick. So, as far as parenting, right? We speaking on parenting. Would y'all
Is this like a yes or no thing?
father? It's an either or, not yes or no, either or. Would y'all father a son who was in the streets but is a snitch, but later becomes successful?
Wait,
Hold on.
this
Let
is
me
mad
finish.
shit.
Yeah, no, listen. That's the one side, right? So he's in the streets, but he snitches, right? But then later becomes successful
Is
millionaire.
this your son?
Yeah, this is it.
This is your
No,
son?
no. That's what I'm saying. Listen.
no.
So would you father a son who's in the streets, but then he ends up snitching, but later becomes successful? We're talking millionaire, whatever. Or a son who doesn't snitch and takes a life sentence for a crime he didn't commit just to live by a code.
You saying which would I much
Which
rather?
one would you?
I plead the
father?
fifth.
Can't plead the fucking fifth.
No, with that one, I'm always think about it.
You can't plead that.
You want your son to do the life sentence?
No. Nah, I'm gonna be like honest. Like back in the days, this is bringing it back to back in the days as well. When you would get hit or something like that, what would your mom always tell you? Tell somebody
Who did it?
or go hit the person back. They'd be like, oh, tell your teacher. As a kid, I used to think about it, bro. You tell kids to tell. Feel me? You do. Think about it. If something is cause snitching is kind of like, think about it. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
He snitched or he's a rat?
He snitched.
I personally don't want neither.
He's
one
in
of
the
them.
street.
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
You know why I don't want neither
but
one
you
of them?
gotta
'Cause
pick one though.
Like, little bruh, I didn't raise you to be
Nigga.
a street.
That's why I asked, like, is that my son?
Yeah, bro. Like that's your son.
That's
like,
my
like
biological
he
kid.
was in the streets. Niggas got caught up. He snitched. But then later on down his life, he's successful. You claiming him still, or you gonna
See, but
take
there's
the
a
son
difference
that?
between snitching and being a rat.
A rat is
go
like
ahead
he,
and
he
explain the
told
difference.
on many situations. A snitch
Nah,
is like
being a rat is like he was a part of the shit and what was going on and everything, and
Yeah.
to get out of it, he ratted. A snitch is like you snitching on a situation that's going like a hand. You feel me?
Okay,
Like,
so we'll say he's a rat.
okay, rat. No,
Yo, if
that's his,
So you picking the son that's doing
I'm
a
not
life
picking
sentence.
any though.
You gotta pick one, bro. You can't just not pick any, bro.
If I really had to pick, I'm gonna pick the life sentence. He's still here. But that's his but I ain't gonna lie, that's his whole reputation. Though,
Yo,
he want to go home.
he wanna go
Niggas gonna
home.
look
Nigga.
at you like, yo, you raised your son to be a rat.
Yeah, but then the nigga gonna be a millionaire.
don't care about
Y'all niggas
that.
move away.
Come on,
you
bro.
also got to think about too. I take a lot of like listening to
I got the answer.
to like you saying that now. You saying that all right, your son is now in jail for the rest of his life. Like, oh yeah, I didn't make him to be a rat. But now, as a parent, now, do you feel like you helped your child or led them to what that is? Because now he's in jail for the rest of his life.
I mean,
Alright.
but what if you didn't lead them to that? What if that wasn't? What if you let
At some point, you gonna take fault though.
Yeah,
At some
as a
point,
parent.
But
Nah.
but
What you
but
think?
You made your bed.
Oh,
You know, you have
shit.
to lie in it.
But yeah,
Because listen,
I ain't
think
gonna
about
lie,
it. Think
I
about
understand
it.
that.
Think about
I
it.
understand
Like
that.
as parents, like your parents used to say, our parents used to say to us
Yeah,
all the time,
whatever you
like,
do, that
they-
shit is on you.
They gave you all the tools, everything,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
Like yeah, they probably didn't set you up to have a millionaire lifestyle, you know. But whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they gave you everything they could and provided everything they could for you not
We
to
have
go
to
play
go
in the
be-
streets.
yeah.
None of our parents wanted us in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know what
if I
I'm saying?
chose to do that-
So if your parents didn't want you in the streets, do you want your kid in the street? No. So if your kid does something that landed him in jail, that's on buddy.
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie. So I know which
And
one I'm a
don't hit
father.
me because I don't got no
I
commissary.
know
I,
which one.
don't got no letters. I don't got
Look,
no
I got you. Look,
nothing.
All right, so life.
Life.
hey, yo, look, listen, right? My young boy ratted.
Snitch.
Look, he ratted. He came home and became a millionaire, right?
Became a millionaire.
That's my son, but I don't want nothing to do with him. Nah. He
Yo.
alive and he free. But I
Yo.
don't want nothing to do with him.
So you're not taking none of that money.
Nah, I'm Gucci.
I don't know if
They
y'all
wanna buy you a
remember.
crib,
I'm
a car.
good, bro.
If y'all remember that episode,
That's I like
it's
that
a,
answer.
it's a. I know not everybody,
Life sentence is stuff.
but the shit in
Nah, yeah, life
Empower,
sentence kinda
how
tough,
to
bro.
when Tariq was in jail and he was reading a letter from Ghost. Nigga said, "I knew you was gonna end up in here, you little motherfucker. I knew you was gonna end up in here on some shit see, that's the type of shit. But Ghost didn't want his son to be like that, but he ultimately put himself in that.
Private schools, all of that. Like,
Yeah, so
So what you going with?
definitely don't snitch.
nah, he can't. He can't. I don't want my kid to be no snitch, but
I don't need
I don't want you to be
I
in
don't
jail for the
neither,
rest of your
but
life.
I don't
my
want
nigga.
him. I
If
also
he
don't
do-
want him in jail.
If he do
Cause look,
and
boom,
become a
look, look. You
millionaire-
said your son. You said your son goes to jail, right? Yo, you're detaching yourself from him. Don't hit me for none of that shit. I feel you, and I'm the same way, right? I feel you, and I'm the same, right? That's cool, right? You want to stay in there, do whatever. It's a dub. Nigga, fuck it. Be free. You snitch. Be free and be rich.
Be a
I just don't want nothing to do with you.
millionaire.
Still,
No,
don't
I
hit
don't
me.
want it.
Don't ask me for nothing,
Yo,
nigga. Be
listen,
Gucci.
listen.
Niggas saying they kids care.
It's like
snitch.
It's
It's
like
over.
this. It's like this for
That's
me.
how we was raised.
In that
Nah,
situation,
that's what I'm saying.
right?
That's
the
how
worst
niggas
thing to
was
be in the
raised.
hood.
In that
Can't be a
situation,
rat,
it's like
bro.
this. Like, yo, don't even call me saying you locked.
Oh, just that's it. It's over.
Like,
that's it.
unless somebody's framing you for something,
Uh-huh.
or it's
Now,
like,
what if
you know, but
somebody's-
like you put yourself in that situation.
Uh-huh. Damn.
I'm not even in the streets. So what you in the streets for?
Doing what
You
you
never
doing,
seen
man.
that from me.
So he gets a life sentence. He's cut off completely.
You double back. Like I'm trying to.
I can respect
Not
that.
saying that
answer,
you're
too.
not gonna know about the streets. Obviously,
Yeah.
I want all my kids to be street savvy, like
Of
so nobody
course.
can get over on them. But like, yo, like I'm gonna put you in a situation where it's golden. Like you don't have to see the hood ever for real.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted. We gonna pop out to the cookouts, but like outside of that, you don't have to see that. So why would you be that?
Exactly.
Why would you be that?
That's exactly
Like, I'm trying to put you in the best schools possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't get a scholarship, say none of my kids get a scholarship to go to school. Like your college tuition's paid for. You know, like the dynamic even my lady trying to set up for the kids is like, yeah, like you're gonna come out with an 800 credit score. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna inherit property. Like this is the things I'm trying to sustain for my
Hey,
kids.
buddy.
So it's like
I
you
don't
double
like a
back
big
and you went to the streets. Are you shitting me? Hold that. Take that on the chin.
Streets ain't for
I got
everybody,
another
man.
kid.
Don't be in the streets. No, I'm being
I got another kid.
No,
They
I said
They free. I'm serious.
He said I got another kid.
streets ain't for everybody, man.
Use the bad apple.
Think your parents would do if you was in that situation?
Oh, I don't
In
know.
which situation?
If I was in
my
jail
mother's-
for life,
My mother's gonna be pissed off.
no
at
funny,
me.
she gonna be tight.
And what
My
you
grandma
think they
gonna be
tell
tight.
you?
She gonna say that. She gonna say you dug your own grave. But she not gonna. I don't think she will go
They're
to
not
the
gonna-
extent to
they-
like cut me
yeah,
off.
And I
the
always
woman
said to
Cut my kid off, but it's like you put
Look.
yourself.
I got another
I don't
kid.
got none on your books.
I got another kid.
Like, 'cause what are you doing all that?
Nah, I get it though. I get it. I
always
get it.
told my peoples. I always told
Nigga,
my
life
peoples,
though. You know what you gotta do to get life,
bruh,
bro.
I always told my peoples, yo, if I was to get, God forbid, locked today tomorrow for something, I put myself in that situation.
Leave me there.
Don't like you don't gotta worry about me calling y'all. None of that.
No,
I gotta
you
take
already
that.
know. Yeah, you already know.
I gotta take. I'm not because I have an older brother who's been in and out of the system, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
yo, I personally watched the
Witnessed it,
strain.
yeah.
I watched the stream.
I get it.
I done went on visits and seen them on the other side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done did that. Like, so I did it with my brother. You think I'm trying to do it with my kid too? Clip.
So
And you gonna know, and all my kids is gonna know about that uncle that been in and out.
That
you know?
was a dumbass.
Because I promise you, he could tell all of us today, right now, if he was sitting here. You don't want to go in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta cut the foot to go to the leg, man.
So what's your final
You gonna
take?
get parole.
Free that nigga Lil.
Free BG out
Free him till
the
it's
free
back
free
with-
BG out the
Free
gulag.
BG out the
I don't know what else to
gulag.
say, man.
So you and I, you gotta pick.
What did you pick?
I'm gonna go after him,
I don't know.
I picked.
bro. That nigga could go live his life, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, he got my last name. It's quiet.
Nigga, you could change your last name. Ain't shit to
Changing mine,
change.
he gotta change his.
Yeah, so that he could change his last name.
I'll
Ain't
pay
shit.
for that.
That's what I'm saying. Though. Like, so if I'm gonna cut
Don't
you
get
off,
me
if I'm
wrong.
gonna cut you off,
At the end of the
regardless,
day, bro, that's your kid, bro.
Like, yeah,
if I'm gonna cut you off,
regardless, I would at least like to know. Like, it's not like if somebody's gonna come to me and go,
Something
like,
I did
Yo, that's
went
your
right.
son. And I'm like, yeah, he locked up for life. Or yeah, that's your son. That nigga ratted. Word, I don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga, he know better. He can't come over here. At least he alive. He free.
Nigga, a millionaire.
He could go do whatever he want.
He
He
can do
ain't
whatever
rich.
he want.
Go do that. That's cool. But yeah, homeboy ain't pulling up none of the barbecues you talking about. Yeah, he can't
Yeah,
pull up.
none of those- none
Yo,
of
who
those.
that in the
Not
Rolls Royce?
valid.
Who? That nigga, yeah, he can't. That nigga can't
That
come back.
niggas
here,
go
you heard?
get him, nigga.
Yeah, get
go
that nigga
get
out
that
of here,
Rolls
you
Royce.
heard? But yeah, fuck it. At least I know you free and in a
bro.
better position than me.
Yeah,
in
bro.
jail.
That cause nigga, at the end of the day, that shit, son. So, I mean, I don't know, bro.
You ain't no cop, Jay Reed.
Wait, so what you
Man,
doing?
Yeah, what you doing?
Bro, I already said it, bro.
What you said?
I said I don't know, bro.
You gotta pick.
I picked.
B.
I ain't want to pick.
Come on.
And I just made it a cool answer. I thought I did.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't leave my kid in there for life, bro. I can't do
So you
it.
gonna let him
son.
snitch?
So he's ratting, and you let him go be a millionaire.
This
nigga,
nigga,
I-
he
if
gonna
he-
let them snitch and he gonna send them back to Africa.
Yeah, I was about to say, you snitch. Hey,
Back to Africa.
peace out,
I
man.
already know.
He gonna be Black
Niggas
Panther.
is sending niggas to Africa for bad behavior. Nigga ratting you out too, nigga. Peace out.
Regardless, he get a life sentence. So either way, he gonna get the
Nah. His son to be a citizen. So
Nah, he gotta get the 40
Yeah.
fool.
He just said deported.
going to Africa.
Nah.
Niggas a fucking ass.
Nigga, so what you doing?
If you in
I said I'm gonna let him rock. You could
Nigga, I ain't gonna hold you.
go do your thing.
To be honest,
I'm not gonna.
niggas,
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave him in
to be
jail.
honest, if my mom knew that I knew of a crime
Spanish niggas be
and I don't
one
like,
thing- one
she
thing
knows that
is-
I'm in there for another motherfucker, and she's like, "You in there for another motherfucker? You in there?
Yeah,
You
that's
an
what I'm
idiot."
saying. My thing is,
So, but she not
I don't
gonna
know,
like-
like,
Yeah, my mother's gonna be tight. My
Yeah.
pops is gonna be like, I don't even know like, cause you know he know. You feel me? So it's like my pops is gonna be on it like.
it's clip.
Yeah, that's why that nigga gonna get a life sentence. I don't give him none of that. Because if it was me,
Chill out, Alpo.
And you from Harlem.
it's crazy.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
for
man.
tuning in.
That's
Yeah,
a
I'm
on
about
that
to say,
note,
what
man.
the fuck? That was a
That
crazy ass
nigga-
transition
yeah,
into
I don't
the
know what the
outro.
fuck.
So I mean, look, man, I appreciate everybody for being here. Everybody, including Jason, because you know he wanted to take a day off.
That was a great
That
episode.
nigga Bashkim is still fired.
Yeah, that nigga didn't pull up for another week, bro.
That nigga still
Danny,
fired.
I hope you pull all these fucking clips by tomorrow. man.
Danny, you're
I ain't
fired.
gonna lie to you.
Thank you. Album coming out September 26th.
Let's switch it up.
Aura
real
got
quick.
a song
We
coming
ain't
drop
do this
on
in like
Friday
2
the
weeks, right?
26th, man.
28th.
Yeah, lost soul, say what you want.
It's the 21st right now, bro.
It's a
You're
blessing
right.
just to be alive. So everything I'm doing, that's what
Appreciate you for coming out, man. Great conversation.
I can see the stride.
Great
Don't look back
conversation,
to that
man.
bullshit, I'ma leave
Always
behind.
welcome, my boy.
I
Always.
might just blow a couple thou.
Nice.
Say it's love, but I see through all smiles.
All smiles,
Look,
nigga.
I might just blow a couple thou.
Have a seat, he gon' be here for a while.
Yeah. The shit I seen that made my heart cold. From shell toes to 700s at art shows. We went from running through the city trying to flex to bro pushing the Lex. A young nigga seen buck 50s before protects. Because these niggas got it don't mean that I wanted less. Nah, I wanted more. And they saying that I'm up next. Because I rap like I can average 30 in the West. With this 30 on my chest. Down the block niggas, but I played the middle then. For them bucks, them niggas that give you middle 10. Damn, that's how it is here for us niggas that live here. Like Chicago winners, my nigga, it's hard to win here. But we just tryna shine, we just tryna shine. I'm just tryna flex this little light of mine. Free all of my hill niggas doing time. Future money family, bottom line. It's a blessing just to be alive. So everything I'm doing, that's for me and mine. These women running game, I can see the stride. No looking back, though that bullshit I'ma leave behind. Yeah, I might just blow a couple down. Say it's love, but I see through all smiles. Love, I might just blow a couple down.
Have a seat, I'ma be here for a while. I'm a chosen one and they know that. They get excited when they see me, my semen like gold plaques. From the range to LAX, then to the Lex. Goals are owning the check, it's simply just playing chess. Use the studio just to get some shit off my chest, no need to flex. Go and tell the DJs we the best, see the checks. Give me 100, you keep the rest. Put my family on a jet, I manifest that shit next. I know my dreams are attainable, I'ma get there. 2020 vision, my nigga, I see the shit clear. All about time and I'm shining without the wristwear. By the way I'm kicking it, niggas know that the kids here. But we just tryna shine, we just tryna shine. We just wanna flex this little light and rhyme. Rest in peace to all my niggas that done lost their lives. I'm killing everything, Columbine.
It's a blessing just to be alive.
So everything I'm doing is for me and mine.
These women running game, I can see the stride.
No looking back though, that bullshit I'ma leave behind.
Yeah, I might just blow a couple down.
They say it's love, but I see through all smiles, nigga.
Look, I might just blow a couple down.
Have a seat, we gon' be here for a while.